Figure Fight Club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pulls them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure Fight Club, we're repping the crew. Welcome to Figure Fight Club, where collectors come to play. Discussions from Valorverse to hot toys shaped by collecting weight. Pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey and action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flow, with the flow. Welcome with the flow, with the flow. Raise your drinks up high and let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flow, with the flow.
Welcome
Yo!
to Figure Fight Club. It's Friday.
Hell yeah, it's Friday.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. How are you
Good,
doing?
man.
I'm good, man. I had a slight little headache earlier, and I think it's finally going away. I think the booze is kind of helping right now.
A little bit of Johnny.
Yeah, my good friend
I
Johnny.
had a particular customer come in the other night and get a black label, a Johnny, a liter.
Oh, yeah.
Did it make it think? Did it make you think of me?
Yeah, they had a little bit. They had the thicker accent.
Oh, got you. A thicker one. That's not possible.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody in the chat to Friday night.
What's going on,
Fight?
guys?
Friday fight night, whatever I call
Friday's
it.
fight night.
I think I change it up every single Friday, probably. But welcome everyone. We have a great show planned tonight. We have an awesome guest. Huh? What?
Who are we fighting?
Probably each other, like usual.
Yeah, amongst each other. Yeah, that's a
Behind the
normal
scenes
thing,
is
right?
crazy, guys.
I know. Talib hit someone with a chair once. It was crazy.
Yep.
Broke my freaking neck.
Then he's back. All right, let's bring him out. The man, the myth, the guy who builds things. He's a world builder. So let's bring him out.
Give me that 112 builder. Right?
Let's welcome Mike, aka High School Creations.
What's up, guys? Happy
What's up, man?
Friday fight night. Fight night? Wow.
Fight night, Friday, fight
You know,
night.
we're hurting each other.
I
That
know.
works too.
We just
Let's
jab
try that one.
little pokes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, thanks for being on, dude.
Yeah, thanks for
How are
coming
you
on.
doing?
Great, man. It's Friday. I got me a drink.
What's-
It's been a
what's
long
your-
week.
What's the drink of choice?
You know, we didn't have any cola. I'm normally a Jack and Coke guy. But
Okay.
this is Diet Pepsi and cola, and the Pepsi is like 3 months old, but it's still worth it.
Here's the thing. Once it gets in the alcohol, it's good.
Yeah, right?
I thought you were going to say
That's
Jack and Jack. Hell of it.
Maybe later because I'm out of cola.
Indian thing, right? So when you run out of soda, we end up using water, like a little bit of water. Just
Yeah.
put that little dry, like a little tap
Cut it
water
a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it doesn't get as harsh. You water it down, and then of course that big ass ice cube.
I was already say you put it on the rocks. So.
Yeah,
That'll take
That-
care of it.
yeah. But just want to say hi to the chat one more time. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm not going to click everyone's name, honestly, just because it's a lot of clicking. And I don't like
A
clicking.
lot of you guys out there.
I get enough of my clicking on during Decepticast show, so I try not to.
You're behind the scenes there, so
That's also very true. It's harder when you're on the screen and clicking.
right.
I feel like I just started messing up. I have all these screens up and I'm just looking around. But anyways, let's get on to High School Creations, man. Thank you for being on the show. So immediately we always ask, holy shit.
Oh wait.
Damn. Dude, you're the man.
Fire.
High School Creations.
Oh, did I see? I've already had too much to drink. What's going on?
Dude,
Wow. Well,
Oh man, this is a great channel. People should be members. I'm sure you got content behind the scenes. Just everybody
we do.
become channel members if you didn't just get some of these. This is an awesome channel.
I'm going to play a few videos for you just in case. We're going to start off with the one that Talib hates the most, but we're going to upgrade it every single time though, okay?
Right on.
Hey guys, make sure to check out the Fight Club.
Look at that. A tasty, tasty super chat. Thank you so much for the love.
Wait, it didn't play my last one, did it? It did.
I don't know. I was distracted.
Oh, would you look at that? A super chat. But let's keep it going. I like the energy. Let's keep it up.
Thank you very much, High School Creations. And I mean, I guess I could read all the names too.
I gotta go one more.
Nice set of hooters you got there.
Jenna, you said that. She's also our co-host on Tuesday nights on open mics. So she did a lot of these little videos for me to play on the channel. And again, thank you, Lord of Brooklyn, Peter Moline, Brendan Higgins, HGC 6'10", Yo Joe Daddy, Todd Loves Toys, Jedi Ben, John Battle, Endless Fables, Dart Stargazer, Smudge Customs, TNT Skate, Hulk Smash Toys, Juke TC. Jesus, still going. I lost my spot. Sorry. Stitch.
Stitch.
And KJ Smith and Skyfall. Welcome to memberships. And for members only, right? So I guess I'll throw this out right now too since we're talking about it. On members only tonight, I'm giving this away. Who's this guy again?
Oh shit! If I'm ever going to win a giveaway, this better be the one.
Ghost Viper will be
Ghost
given away
Viper.
tonight on members. And honestly, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So once we hit 2,000, we will have a big giveaway party. We're I think like four away from 300, or sorry, 1,700 last I checked. So another 300 more. So we can make it happen. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Let's
But
do
again,
this.
High School Creations, thank you very much, man. And then we are doing another giveaway from our sponsor, Savage Crucible, tonight as well during this show. So keep tuning in for that. And again, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was awesome.
So let me go ahead and start asking. So how long have you been collecting for?
Man, a long time. If we're talking about figures, forever. Like I've always been a collector of something, which is weird, like as far as I can remember. But like I've always been into action figures. I remember having the '90s Turtles, dude. Back then, like they were junk, but I was like, oh, these look good. Like 5 or 6, maybe a little older. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I've always had action figures. I still have some of my original Toy Biz figures that I didn't open. There's like the 12-inch Cyclops that came with a gun. Why do you need a gun? I don't know. I still have those. But I did stop collecting for a while, like in high school. We all did the high school thing and post,
Girls.
right. And then, young age, just out drinking, having fun. And then, settled down and had a kid. And I started finding these things from high school. And this is a little bit my backstory why I'm High School Creations. But I found these things I drew in high school while I was probably under the influence of something. But I brought them back digitally and started sharing them and stuff. And that rekindled a lot of my love for art. And I got back in the comic books and I saw the action figure scene was like lit. Like these figures were super dope, articulated paint apps. And I just dived back in, man. And I got into photography and building cosplay. And then that led into dioramas, yada, yada, yada. Here I am today. It's like slippery slope action figures are.
Dude, it's insane. I mean, just it's also like a crazy addiction, especially if like us collectors, we know we're addicts. We have a problem. Like it's very obvious. Like people say, control your collection. My wife is actually, for the first time in years, told me to cut down on buying toys.
Ooh.
She never ever says that to me. Even now, like I bought toys today, and she just looked at me funny, and she just smiled. She's like, "Oh, cool." But she actually told me to like, hey, maybe simmer down just a little bit.
We
How
can't
many
help
are
it.
still in
There's
the
so much
master bedroom?
goodness.
Yeah. I was like shocked almost. I was like, she finally said something. Like I even asked her, like, hey, should I buy this or no? And she's like, yeah, just buy it. I was like, say no, then I won't buy it. Just say no. Now, you know, we talked about how long you've been collecting for. So you said the turtles is really what influenced you at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I was a child of the late 80s, early 90s, man. Turtles was everything, not just action figures, plates, underwear, socks, you name it, man. I had it all, right? But yeah, man, it was really Turtles, Transformers, those early things, Power Rangers, freaking Saturday morning cartoons, the X-Men, Spider-Man animated series, like that warped my mind till today, right? That's a lot of my influences, inspiration and stuff taken back to those things. And I didn't even know what comic books were back then. I was just watching animation, and that led me to comic books and stuff like that. So
nice. Okay.
It's like those theme songs to those two animated shows are so infectious that you hear it now and you're like, brings you back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
Legendary.
Have you seen the new McFarlane Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures? That I guess they're doing like page punches. They're like 5-6 inches, like 5 inches, I think.
Those are the articulated ones, right? I've seen them just in pictures. They I think the word is soft, maybe. I don't know. I've not seen them in person to really say for sure or not. I'm interested.
I saw Raphael and Leonardo today at my Target. Actually didn't look terrible. I was surprised. I was like, hey, this is actually kind of fun. Look, I didn't buy them because I'm not a huge. I have my movie NECA Turtle stuff, and I'm good with that. That's what that was nostalgic for me. So I saw that today, and I was like, these actually don't look bad at all. And then I saw the better too. I think I want to say it's $20, but I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, that's still not bad. That's worth. I'll give it a shot. See what they're like.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, they were like the page puncher stuff, so it looked cool. It definitely looked dope.
Is that not their articulated line that they just showed off a few months ago?
It is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're under the page puncher line. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Before
then they did those real little figures too on page punchers, but they had like 5-point articulation.
Yeah.
Right, and they came with a comic.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're just doing a bigger version now with a comic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, Rick. Thank you very much for a $10 super chat. What's up, everybody? It is Friday, and again, thank you for that super chat. I'm going to play a video. I can find one. Let me find one. Here you go.
Another super chat. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Cool Ray. Appreciate it. So does Jenna.
Keep them coming if that's what we're going to see all night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, as an adult, you said you were working on some, like you found some drawings and stuff in that you did in high school, and that's really what got you back into it. What was kind of one of the first figures you bought getting back into it? Do you remember?
Oh man, you will laugh if I tell you.
Don't tell me.
I think it was at, speaking of Ross, we were talking about Ross behind the scenes. I found the Avenger Cap Marvel Legends when he was in that wacky, it was in some suit. It wasn't his Captain America suit. Was that the first figure? I think that was my first figure, dude. Like, yeah, it was just, I happened to pick it up and I was interested. When was that? Anyway, I think that's what it was. But I've always had a figure with me. I have the old Turtles and stuff like that. But that was like a modern figure. I think it was some Cap figure, Marvel Legends.
Okay, Marvel Legends. Okay, so what was the moment you realized that like I'm hooked now? As an adult.
Yeah. So like photography is what I was doing before all this, and I really wanted to capture some realistic scenes with like props and stuff like that. And when I saw these, I was like, hey, this is attainable. Like you can pose them really well, and I can build stuff to make these scenes. And I want to recreate like movie scenes and like those iconic scenes from my childhood and the animated series and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what got me hooked. Like I wanted to make those things. So I started getting props and action figures and all these things and taking photos. Because before that, I was doing videos on YouTube, but they were like things I was doing in life, and I was taking photos and stuff like that, or out hunting. But it changed a little bit because I saw these and I was like, oh wow, like I can do miniature stuff and super realistic. It got me excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Gotcha.
Now, as an adult, or even today, what do you likely collect mostly today? Like, do you still collect like a little bit of everything? Marvel Legends, Mezco?
Yeah, it all depends on the property. Like I'm not all in on one line. It really depends. Like I've been on a plastic diet because I've been so heads down doing work. But last night, like Toy Amigos, they convinced me to go crazy. Actually, Bill started. I was on with a door player, and he was showing me these. I forgot the word for them, but they're interchangeable parts, like 5-inch figures, and they look super cool. Yeah. And so I bought a set, and then I got on Toy Amigos, and they had these figures, and I was like, oh man, I need those. And then they showed off the new Draken from 3.0. I'm a huge 3.0 fan. 12-inch line as well as like their 6-inch line with the the Transformers, as well as what they've been doing with the Iron Man series. So I bought that. So I'm into everything. A lot of Power Rangers, Transformers, Marvel. I really, it depends, man, how it hits me, to be honest, right? Something that's really dope, something that just hits me from a creative point of view. Like I'll go after it, man. I'm not selfish in any way. If I want to buy it,
do you like transforming Transformers, or you just stick with the action figure side of it?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. And no, I kind of enjoy the non-transforming Transformers. Is that bad? Am I kicked out?
I don't know. I'm not kicking out.
I used to be that way. I used to be that way, where I was anti non-transforming Transformers. But Blockies has kind of brought me into the it's okay to get non-transforming Transformers, even though the main stuff I collect is Masterpiece and third-party Masterpiece stuff. That's what this is.
I think there's a place for both of them, but when it comes to like posing and toy photography and stuff like that, and what like example 3.0 they did with the non-transforming Transformers, like they're so good, man. They're so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Rise of the Beast toy decoed Optimus Primal that's like based off the Beast Wars colors?
I haven't. Are you trying to trigger me to go buy something else?
It's on Sideshow right now.
We have a very bad habit of enabling people, by the way.
I really want to get it, but there is just too much stuff going on right now.
There is a lot. I was going to say earlier, your wife telling you to calm down. Like we're in a golden age, man. Every property has got the best figures out there. Joy Toy just released that turtle van. Like I don't need a 1/18 scale turtle van, but that turtle van is so sick.
It looks really nice.
And the price point is crazy. Like, there's dope stuff, man. We're living in a good time when it comes to toys and action figures.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's an exciting time. Yep. It's tough not to jump into everything. Oh, it's tough to say no, and every day something new comes out, and you're like, oh well, maybe I just one. I'll just buy one to see what it's like. The next thing you know, you got a whole shelf full of them within a month. It's insanity, but it's fun, man. It's just when
Hasbro's getting all their product out in like a 3-month span, like 6 months of product, 3 months. Yeah, it's rough.
That too, for sure. Yeah.
I forgot to turn on my lights. Sorry about that. They're on now. I was like, why does it look so weird in here? Why does it look so dark? So if you could choose just you mentioned you collect a lot of different lines. So if you could just choose one, which one would it be?
Oh, man. So we have all these figures, right? I'm going to go on a little speech behind this and just waste some time. I don't actually display all my stuff, right? I pretty much always unbox it, look at it, say it's cool, and put it back in the box because I don't want to do all the accessories, and then I'll revisit it later. But there's some select figures I do display. And I mentioned earlier, 3.0, like I have every Tommy figure and a Red Ranger in there. I don't know who it is on the helmet, whether it's Jason or it's Rocky, but I have those posed. So like if there's a fire in the house, I'm grabbing those first with my the recent anniversary Green Ranger morpher with all the coins, and I'm running out of the house.
Yeah. Wow.
So 3.0 Power Rangers.
3.0. Okay.
Yeah. The price point's crazy for what you get. Is Hot Toys quality, dude, and it's a property that I love.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any 3.0 myself, but I have heard
you're
the
missing
quality
out.
is really good.
Well, that's the thing why I like about third-party Transformers, because I'm getting the definitive piece, and I don't need any other versions once I have that one. I call it my forever toy. Like, we get all these incremental improvements and stuff from like Hasbro, hell, even McFarlane DC, and it just keeps that carrot in front of you to try to nibble on to get the next best one, and they're never going to give you the definitive version. And that's what's great about companies like 3.0 or just these Chinese third-party Transformer companies that are making Masterpiece, because Hasbro is never going to do it, or the car is never going to do it.
That is a good point. Like, I'm not looking for Power Ranger figures. I have those. I know they're great. Like, unless I don't know. Like, the only reason I bought that one yesterday was it was the evolution of Draken. Like, I don't have that one, so I need it.
Nice. Okay. Do you collect the Hasbro Power Ranger stuff too, or?
I did for a long time, and obviously they're not making them anymore. But I do want to dabble. I had the Green Ranger for Mezco. I want to find the White Ranger, but I don't know if they're going to do Draken. I'm a Tommy fan, by the way, if you can't tell.
I figured you were.
Yeah. My brothers would never let me be the Green Ranger. It was, when the Red Ranger was the leader, I had to be the Blue Ranger. And then when Tommy came in, I got to be the Red Ranger. But now, guess what? I always get to be Tommy.
Now, how often do you play as Tommy now?
Never.
I mean, oh shit! Look who's here, Illustrated Figs. What's up, man?
Wow,
man.
It's funny, but he's a huge Power Ranger fan too. So as soon as he
heard the
said
call.
Power Rangers, he heard it. He was like, "I'm coming." So Illustrated Figs is my old co-host, my first co-host, I should say.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And he ended up leaving because he quit collecting. But welcome, enjoy the show. I've just to the chat, I've been flagging all you questions that you guys are asking and throwing out there. I'll just ask it at one time when there's a few of them out there. Do you own your Grail figure, or are you still on the hunt for it? And what is it?
Damn. Let's do this podcast from on my deathbed, because there's so much cool shit that's going to be released between now and then. I think so. I feel like a 3.0 shield right now. But the Draken Green Ranger, until I get that evolution, like that to me is super dope. And then I got some Hot Toys sprinkled in it. I guess so. Like I don't feel like I'm missing anything in my life. If that's I'm not like I had this hole in my collection until I fill it. Like I have a problem. I don't have that. So yeah, I guess at some point I got my Grail. Just need to go see which one it is.
Yeah.
The Grail question's a weird thing, because with as much product as there is out there now, it seems like it would be hard to get a Grail unless it's something vintage.
I mean, Grail changes.
Then there might be a challenge,
too, though. But it's to each. It's to
right,
each their
right.
own,
It's
right?
different for everybody.
Exactly. My Grail today may not be my Grail in my deathbed.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, things change.
It keeps moving. Yeah, that bar keeps moving. The Grail. I think it's an overused theory, because everything is always ever evolving. And there's some out there that they know what their Grail is already. But yeah, I'm not that guy.
I mean, for the longest time, my Grail was the Lone Roach from Mezco.
Oh, that's a good one. I never got that, actually. Now I have a hole.
Yeah, so I have that one, and that's been my Grail for the longest time. But some of the new stuff that's coming out, like Japan's doing some amazing things right now with these 5-foot, silicone ladies, and that might turn into a Grail.
Fully articulated.
Who knows?
I think unlimited space is my Grail. Just space in general.
See, so Amazon sells these like 11,000. I think it's $11,000 or $20,000 like 3-bedroom like houses you could just unfold.
Small houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think those things would work really well in like the Midwest or Ohio Valley.
Well, you'd have to get air conditioning.
There's things that come through here.
Yeah, true.
Sweep away one of those little homes.
Yeah. No, I get that. Now, what about your top 5 figures in your collection as of today?
Dang, man.
Make
Well, I think we know what number 1 is, and maybe number 2, Green Ranger, White Ranger. Oh, all 3, and Draken from 3-0. But I got sprinkled in there some Hot Toys. Like I got a Darth Maul Hot Toys that unfortunately I don't display. And then honestly, I have a follow-up. My Odious figure, which I have several of, but my Otis figure is super dope. I like that one. Seeing Wade like walk through that over the past couple of years and bring that to life, that's super awesome. And then I always carry, where's he at? I always carry this guy with me. He is my travel buddy. He's always in my computer bag. This is AWOC Spiro's Toys.
Yeah, Spiro Toys,
this line, dude, and I will always back this line when they come out with something new. Actually, when you guys, are y'all gonna be at Titan Toy Expo in Nashville?
I will be there. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll see you. I'll have you'll see the display, and there will be nothing but AWOC, maybe a few Savage Crucible on there because I really love this guy.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that. So yeah, those are the top.
I'm looking forward to that show. Honestly, it's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, it is.
I have House Hendo saying I have 2 Odious. Can't wait for the variant. I actually own like 5 or 6 Odious figures.
Yeah.
I have the original release, the Legion's Con exclusive, and then like the blank bodies he did as well.
Well, you remember back in the day, I say back in the day, it was only like a couple years ago, but he was doing the different head releases too, like Santa O and all these. Yeah. So I grabbed a bunch of those blank bucks and, I used those heads that we got years ago.
I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those heads except for the one he did of Jason but that was the Legion's Con exclusive.
Yeah. I missed that one, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think what else. Like, I saw his new stuff, which looks really cool. I mean, it does look really nice, and that's another one. Like that was one of my figures of the years last year, or probably the figure of the year last year. That was also my travel buddy when I got him at Legion's Con. He's been my travel buddy for a long time until I recently replaced him with a different travel buddy.
Replaced.
Hey, you gotta move things around a little bit.
Things change, just like the Grail.
Yeah, exactly. Now. I was going to ask you about specific brand focusing on your collecting, but you've already kind of stated 3-0 is probably your top. And then you said you dabble in Hot Toys. How many Hot Toys do you own?
Oh, man, he's going to call me out. I don't know if my wife's watching or not. I don't know. More than this.
More than this. Less than 100.
Got them all on sale.
Oh man, they are. Yeah, they pile mostly Star Wars actually. I have a few Marvel sprinkling. Like my wife got me Vision one year for Father's Day, and
nice.
What did I get? Oh, my first. This is odd. My first Hot Toys my wife actually got me, and it is from the live action G.I. Joe. It was who'd The Rock play?
Roadblock,
right?
Roadblock.
I had that figure.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some other cool stuff sprinkled into there.
I didn't even know they made a Hot Toys of that figure.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Now
I was impressed by it.
No, I do want a Rock Hot Toy, but it won't be Roadblock. It's going to be Black Adam.
Yeah, I think that'd be a dope.
Yeah, I'd rather have that.
Yeah. See, I want to get a Heath Ledger, and I know hopefully Mezco is going to release like a Heath Ledger on 112.
They are.
Yeah,
they're doing a Mezco. They already announced it. It's you can pre-order it right now.
Dude, I've been sleeping on like the Red Hood. I totally missed out on it. I hope I can find it somewhere. Like I've always wanted a Red Hood for Mezco.
They just put it back on pre-order today.
They went up on pre-order.
I can't do this. Like I can't do this.
I was tempted, but I'm like.
It looks so good. I saw Hinrock's photos today, and I was like, "Oh God, I need that figure."
I did a showcase of it. I call it my not so good reviews are called showcases because I'm not good at doing reviews. So I just feel like it puts me at ease when I say it's a showcase instead of a review. So I actually put one up. I did it yesterday and put it up out there. It's been good so far. It's a good figure. I only had one issue with it.
What's that?
That's right.
The around his waist there's like a little extra piece that kind of like sticks out, so he's got a good crunch, right? But over time, man, the more you use it, that soft good in the middle, it's gonna start warping, and it's like that weird texture that peels, so it's gonna start peeling over time. But that's when you get the battle damage head, right? That comes with it. So but that battle damage head then next and rip up his clothes a little bit, and then boom, now he's like in normal wear.
Yeah,
it works. Yeah, I mean that was the only issue I had with it. Other than that, it's a great figure. I definitely recommend it if you missed out. And I mean, again, all that shit is up for pre-order right now. Now, if you could give the Thanos snap to any figure line, which one would it be?
Damn.
Criminal question.
Jeez, as much as I love Toddy Mac, like just for what he did,
Firelit.
I do. But if I gotta get rid of somebody, let me think harder here. Like any line. God, come on.
It could be anything. It could be Hot Toys.
Oh shit! I know the Bandai Spirit line. Their Dragon Ball stuff, dude. I would instantly snap that shit away. Like I've been so like baited into stuff early collecting. I was like, oh, this is garbage.
As a Power Rangers fan, you do not want a Thanos Snap Super 7?
Well, I can't because my good buddy helped sculpt a lot of that stuff. I actually think it looks good. It just, some of the stuff doesn't pose well.
Well, I just mean because they didn't continue, right? They started and then they didn't.
Well, they're already snapped out then. Problem solved.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they're still releasing some of the Power Ranger stuff, though. I thought
I saw some recent stuff. It's at least on Amazon. I saw it on Amazon.
I saw it.
I know they're doing. Well. I know they're doing Silverhawk still.
Yeah, I'm not.
Another wave of that.
Yeah.
I did see him at New York Comic Con, and he remembered me, and he was like, "Yeah, hit me up, and I'll be a guest on your show." I was like, "All right."
Brian Flynn.
Excited. Yeah, Brian Flynn. I was super excited.
Yeah.
He's very nice to talk to in person. Now, any underrated toy line that you think deserves more attention or more love from customers or from collectors?
You mean like it's being slept on?
Yeah, just slept on, or you think that they should get more
I'll be
attention?
honest. Like there's kind of two, and they're both in Target. One, the Sonic figure you just hung up or showed up. Was that live or was that behind the scenes?
That was behind the scenes. Yeah,
but those are cool, man. And the price points are cool, and the mashups are cool. I'm a Sonic fan from the '90s, but also the Turtles and the Godzilla. I don't remember if that's Mattel. I think it's Mattel. Playmates. Sorry, Playmates.
Okay.
Playmates kind of get slept on sometimes, right? Like I slept on those Godzilla figures, and now I want them and can't find them. I need to go to Target. Those are two. I feel like people are like, hey, and I realize there's probably a different age, but there's still so much fun factor and price point with the climate of what it is and stuff being overinflated in many cases. Like it's fun to find stuff like that is under $20.
Oh, dude! Everything I bought today was either $20 or below. Yeah. Nothing was above 20, and most of it was either Ross or like clearance aisle at Target.
And Playmates worked out a deal with Hasbro to do Power Ranger stuff. Have you seen that stuff in the stores?
Oh yeah, the old flip head stuff, right?
Yeah,
or is that different?
Yeah, and then they got
those, man. Yeah, that's cool.
Only thing, I haven't been able to see the pterodactyl. I've seen all of the other pieces except the pterodactyl.
Are you collecting them?
No, I was just kind of. If I saw them all there at the same time, maybe, but no.
Okay.
Hasbro released that Dragonzord and Megazord. What was it?
And it had QC issues.
I actually liked it.
Did you have any issues with the tail of the Dragonzord? That was what I heard had some issues.
No, but I set it up and I posed it and put it on my shelf. It's still there. I haven't really played with it, but it looks great, right? But yeah.
Okay.
It's a shame they stopped right after they did the space, whatever that Power Rangers, that blue ship. I think that was that
from After Fury? Was it Space? Whatever it was, I don't know.
After like Zeo, or Turbo, I kind of lost. I aged out a little bit.
Yeah, probably. I got back into Fury because they brought in some Mighty Morphin elements, like Lord Zed came back and Billy came back, and my kids were into it. And then it went back into space after a season or something. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah, my son was into it for a little while too, and then I think he's kind of aging out of it now too. Granted, he only got into it last year, but I think there's more things for him now. He got into like Pokemon really hard, and
dude,
now he's getting.
How old your son? Like, I see the same patterns, but they're going through stuff so quick. Like they're into something and out of something. I'm like, whoa.
9. My older one is 9 years old.
Yeah, mine's 7, and they go through like trends.
Dude, it's insane. Like I think
But that's entertainment. That's the way everything's feeding to us so quickly, and then it's gone. It's on to something else, man.
My issue is just the fact that he's trying to like be like me a little bit and like collect everything too in toy form. And it's like, no, go play with your toys. Like, when I was your age, I was having like battle royals with like Wolverine and like Hulk Hogan, like all these toys I had. I was like, go do that. Now he like sits and watches like WWE Raw. He's got his wrestling ring. He's got like 12 wrestling figures all around. He's like fighting them while he's watching. I was like, good. This is what I used to do. So you're playing with the toys now.
My 9-year-old thinks he's better than Fortnite than me, but he's sadly mistaken. Old man can still frag his ass.
Yeah, no, I get that too.
My kid always whooped me in video games, except when he was super little. And then he learned at like, I think it's like 12 years old, he started figuring out games. He's like, "Oh, hey, Dad, play this with me." All right, and I played it. Whooped my ass every single time. And he's like, I can't even anymore. I'm done.
See, I still haven't let my kid or my 9-year-old. I haven't let him play Fortnite yet. I'm like almost trying to refuse to, just because I don't want him trying to like. He's already saying weird words.
Yeah,
like, animated violence,
like the weird 6'7" trend that's going on. He's constantly saying that. That's fucking annoying as hell. and then like I swear, like even my 5-year-old, like he was like, "Bro, you suck," and I was like, "Wait, what'd you say?" You're 5. Stop that. No.
Was you sucking it whatever you were doing?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, he just says
context.
He just said, like, I was like, dude, you're 5 years old. You shouldn't be talking like this. Don't call me bro either. That's no. That's not acceptable.
Oh yeah, the bro. Hey, bro. It's dad. It's not bro. Well, hey, dude, hang on to that youth for as long as you possibly can, because man, when it goes fast.
Exactly.
And you never get it back. So.
Oh, I mean, I get it with my 14-year-old daughter. So.
Now. Let's talk about any toy lines that you were like, I don't like this. You bought a figure, it's something new to you, and then you were like, you played with it, and then you're like, no, this is not for me.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think I've bought anything recently that I was like disappointed with. I'm trying to think back to like times, like I don't want to harp on Toddy Mac. I've been disappointed with some figures there, but there was the Teen Titans Iceman or not Iceman Cyborg that they released. This was like 5 years ago, man, and it was so, like I could not get a 90-degree on the elbow, and I remember just being so disappointed because like he should be able to move, man.
Yeah,
and it sticks out in my mind because I end up like customizing it, and it was the first figure I put in boiling water. I might have been mad, but I did it anyway to try to just like make this thing work. And but anyway.
I mean the boiling water thing, right? So with some figures, it's almost like a requirement. You have to put it in boiling water.
And that pisses me off, though, man. We should be able with where we are with technology and engineering. That should not be a thing. It is. I get it, but
price point. Yeah, I agree. You should not be having to fix your figures or put them in water or boiling water just to loosen them up. It should be out of the box, ready to start articulating. Now, go ahead.
I was going to say things happen at the factory that we have no control over, obviously, but it is what it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, what's more important to you, articulation or aesthetics?
Oh shit. Damn. See, I think aesthetics, man. That's what attracted me to Toddy Mac, and I just get pissed off because I can't move them. But
so articulation too. Then
I love art. Like, oh god, it's a 50-50, man. There's no 49-51% on that. Like, it's got to be both for me, unless I know what I'm getting into. Like, I'm getting a 5 points figure. I know like hell that I can't put his, hand on his head. But
It kind of goes to the point you made about that Zord Ascension thing where you put it together, posed it, and set it on the shelf. So as long as you have that good look and just enough to pose, maybe it's the aesthetics and it is the articulation.
That's true. Yeah, and I think probably is aesthetics.
It could be a mix. Yeah,
I'm on the couch here, guys, figuring me out.
Like Travis P made a comment about Mythic Legions have a note to both the figures, which is true, they do. And then I think Bobby used to do that too for Valiverse. There used to be a note in his too to bowl the figures or heat them up so they could move.
A lot of them, Savage Crucible does it as well. They've got on the flap of their boxes. It says the same thing. Yep.
So do you guys that collect those figures think that's an acceptable solution?
In today's age, no. Not today. I mean, Valiverse fixed that. Like his plastic now today is like amazing. Like it's buttery smooth when he comes out of the box.
But I think what they're saying there is, hey, out of abundance of caution, right? If you're gonna, you do this thing, but you don't have to do that, right? There are some figures if you don't, you're gonna just break that, joint altogether, right?
Were you just holding up the Valiant Knight?
I am like,
So what about that figure? Like, do you? I don't own Mythic. I used to be a big Mythic Legions collector. I kind of got out of it. I snapped out of it. So, what do you think of that Valiant Knight? Would you take it out of the box? Did you boil it, or is it just like? Because I heard that's their best articulated figure, right? That was like the figure that did it.
This is the retooled one. Yes, I got this a few years ago at Decon. Thank you, Matthew Toy, who bought me several of these actually. This thing moves without me boiling it. If I boil it, maybe it will get bust to move a little better. But I've never had any problems with this figure. Just like this Savage Crucible figure, I've never had any problems with.
That's the newer ones. So the newer ones are good. Yeah.
Certain figures have certain issues. Most of the newer Savage Crucibles I've had very little issue with, but what's his name? Jaeger. When I got him out of the box, nothing on Jaeger wanted to move whatsoever.
Oh, you
so
said?
I had to,
I haven't opened my Jaeger yet, so I have 2 of them, but I'll find out soon enough. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could heat. I don't know, maybe heat those up right with a heat gun or blow dryer and get some move right. But I've never boiled too many figures. I'm just not a fan of getting my figures wet. I don't know.
I mean, I think
I was the same.
When I do that to NECA, when I open the TMNT NECA stuff, I'm gonna have a big pot on boil.
Turtle stew. All right, Shredder.
Everyone's gonna get boiled.
Just throw them anywhere there with your lobster. It'll be all right.
So it seems like you like aesthetics then, but you like to play with the figure, right? Articulation wise too.
Yeah, I mean, there's some figures I'll pose. Like I do like statues. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have a bunch of Dragon Ball Z statues. I got some Deadpool statues. I got some Magnetos. I got the Kubota. What is it? Kubota. I forget the whole name. I got Kotobukiya, Cyclops and Magneto. Like they're huge, man. I love those things. So I do like aesthetics, but why can't we blend both? Right? It's kind of where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. I'm kind of on the line of a 50-50. You want the articulation to be able to pose it up in a nice, fun, awesome, dynamic pose, but you don't want the articulation to ruin the sculpt, so that while you're in that pose, maybe the sculpt's not there. And it looks a little goofy. It's the balance for sure for me.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Have you played with a Storm Collectible, Storm Arena?
I have not, man. I definitely have Jada toys. I was Team Jada. I think when that came up, when Storm Arena announced, I was so like, "Hey, I'm Jada toy." But I'm willing to, now that I understand it's different, right? It's not direct, like same game. I'm willing to look at them, especially like just seeing what people can do with Storm Arena. But I still like my Jada figures, man. I can find these in the store, and they're a good price for what they are. But I'm curious.
You'll really like them. They're really good. I still have Baki right here in front of me right now. I just pose them around the whole time. It's just so fun posing them.
Did you get him from NYCC?
Yeah. And then I have his dad here too. Got another good figure to pose, mess around and just pose. They're fun. They're fun figures for sure. But again, for the price point, the Jada is also doing a really good job. I feel like this is a step above Jada in feel, quality, and then also just like everything. It flows better,
Yeah.
But
the other thing, both can live on your shelf because they're different games.
Yeah.
Now, once Jada starts in the Alpha 3, then there's where you might have a dilemma. But if you want everything from Street Fighter 2 Alpha or Street Fighter 2 Ultra, whatever, then that's all Jada right now.
That's also very true.
You might be able to get
Right.
by with Akuma because he's really similar in both games, but there's some aesthetic differences between those.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Street Fighter in general, so I'll pick up all of it. That's okay. Now, so you talked about display and setup. So how is your display like at your house? Like, how do you have it? You said you had some stuff in boxes as well put away. So what do you like to keep out on display, and how is your display set up? I just imagine you have a giant, like you have like New York. You have like a giant table somewhere, and it's like New York, and like a Statue of Liberty somewhere, and then there's like figures walking around.
You give me too much credit. So at the house, I have these set of bookcases. They're not Billy's, but they're a set of bookcases that have a bunch of action figures. There's a lot of just like, animated series, or what was animated series, like X-Men before they released the animated series.
Okay.
Got a couple like 3-0, like the Hulkbuster posted. The Lightning collection, Power Rangers are all, out there. Over my desk, I have some slab comic books, like Spider-Man was a 300, and a couple other ones. And in front of that, I got some dope signs from my buddy D. Blake makes, as well as Bearded, and so some Super 7 like He-Man not He-Man, Thundercats, because no one else has really done Thundercats, and then just sprinkled in between there some Mezco figures and like Dr. Doom figures. What else is up there? My Dragon Ball Z SHF Piccolo with the cool soft good cape from Rebel. Is it Rebel 10 Customs? But anyway, stuff like that, just stuff that hits me. And then obviously I posed them and forgot about them. They're just still up there. But and then someone hated on Super 7 earlier. I still love the original Turtles they released. Yeah, they could articulate better, but man, that brings back memories from my childhood. They're just bigger, so they fit in my hand better than they did back then. I have those.
That's what's good about those. It's because they're the original design, so that nostalgia you have from those designs. The Metalhead was one of the coolest ones, and then they did the turtle that everybody had as a kid, the Samurai Leo.
Yeah.
So I have some questions flagged from 3 of them are from Initial Goose. So he said, the first question is, what would be the best piece of advice you could give any member of our community who wants to start scale crafting and creationizing?
Yeah. Stop asking, go do. No, seriously, like just start doing, right? That's how you learn, that physical repetition of doing things. We live in a world with so much information. Like, that's a great question, but at the same time, like, there's no reason you can't get started right now.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I agree with you there. There's a lot of resources out there, a lot of videos. It's like anything you want to do, go to YouTube, you'll find the video on it, and start there and go from there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think these things don't watch the videos as much as just start doing it, right?
Yeah, I mean, find something you want to do, like whether it's trash. Hey, if you're a collector, you definitely have boxes in plastic that you could be making stuff out of, right?
Yeah.
Or from Amazon, right? And that's the simplest base form. But go to your Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up some of that insulation foam. Preferably go to Home Depot and get that pink stuff, man. If you want to make dioramas. But we live in an age where, like, there's a bunch of packaging and stuff. We can recycle that stuff. Like, that's easy, right? And then, like, there's all those little hobby places, right, that you can go to. But, yeah, just start doing. Creativity flows from your mind to your hand. And as soon as you start strengthening that connection, the more you're going to build.
Nice. Okay. Yep. The next question he had was, what would be the best entry-level camera for a person who wants to upgrade from their phone camera?
Oh, dang. And there's a bunch of. I am a big fan. I've been a big fan for many years. My first like mirrorless camera was from Sony. They did the Alpha line. I still shoot with that camera. I overdo with the webcam, which is a A7 III. But the ZV-1, I think, like Sony, it's under $1,000, but it's going to get you live streams. It's going to do photos. It's going to shoot 4K. But to be honest with you, the phones are just ridiculous. Like, I don't use that stuff anymore. I just shoot everything with my phone. You're going to see today those Kickstarter photos. I'm going to get better ones. Match your toy and shoot some stuff. But those are shot with my phone, guys, because, like, it's right there. And I'm doing all this shit, right? I'm wearing so many hats. Like, this is so easy, and it's just good enough.
So, entry-level camera, I bought a Nikon D3300. Again, it's a good beginner camera, and also for like people who are already in that art, they like it as well. It's a good exhibitionist camera too. But I would recommend the 3400, not the 33, because the 34 has Bluetooth capabilities, so you could send it from your camera to your phone, the picture, right away. I can't do that on my 3300. I have to you get the little card out and put it in a laptop, and that's a pain in the ass. So I recommend Bluetooth. What if you buy a camera? Have it so
there on the spot, right?
What's up?
And then you can just edit it there on the spot.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you could easily edit right on the spot, and that's what I would recommend. You don't think about these things beforehand, right? So
he didn't say if he was shooting photos or video. I just assume photos, but DJI does some cool stuff with the little gimbals and stuff like that. That are $400 or $500 that are really dope too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, again, these cameras, like, technology is changing every month.
Yeah, and right.
It's just ridiculous, and the best part is it's getting cheaper for us to buy as well. With granted, they probably have like a 12K camera out now, but getting that 4K is fine because that's it's gonna work. So save the extra $200, $300 and just get the cheaper one. It's still gonna be really good. Yeah. Then he had another question. If you could live as a superhero or a villain or character of choice, what universe would you want to live and what character?
Do I have to answer first because I'm first?
You don't have to.
You're first.
I think that's for everyone.
Okay. All right, good. I want to think for a second.
I'm trying to think. If I could be a villain or a hero, I would say I would be... Wait, do I want a superpower, though?
Yes.
I do? Okay. Well, who has the power to control minds? I want that capability.
That's where you go, huh?
Damn, Bobby.
Is that a good guy or bad guy, though?
That's a villain.
I would definitely be a villain, though, because I would rob banks.
I mean, the way Avi started that's a villain.
Yeah, I would become a villain. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would go after banks. I would get houses.
I don't feel like good anymore, Bobby.
More
give
space.
me a healing factor like Wolverine, and then I'm good.
I could convince Mike to give me all his dioramas that he makes.
I will give you all my dioramas.
See?
I think I would be. I would make my own superpower, kind of like a Tony Stark kind of thing. I don't know if it would be technology or not, but I would create that for myself and use that. But I don't think I would be a hero or a villain. Like, I would be an anti-hero who has good for some people, but bad for others, depending on the situation. Yeah.
So you would be like a Green Lantern, someone who could just create their own stuff.
Yeah, or a Wolverine or Venom or something like that. People see Venom as a villain, but I see him sometimes as a hero, right?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How about you, Talib and Lou?
So give me a healing factor like Wolverine. Leave me the fuck alone.
All right, Lou, you're next.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be the boring one. I have always just had an admiration for Captain America. So that is kind of that leadership quality, the standing up for protecting the weak, trying to strengthen and bring people up. And I know it sounds freaking corny and dorky as shit. That's fine, whatever. But that's what I always So it'd be a Captain America. So super soldier, kicking everybody's ass for good, whatever good might be.
I feel weird now because I'm the only one who says to be a villain.
Yeah, I'd be kicking your ass.
Nikki has a question. Since we are going towards the more diorama questions now, we'll start with this one from Sneaky. Creations. Now that you've announced Mythic XD, will your Etsy store start carrying more fantasy themed dios and accessories?
Yeah, I think you see me over the years being very city heavy, right? I love architecture and all these things, and this project, behind the scenes, has really guided me to something new that I have a passion for, right? Which still has architecture elements, and I have a lot of stuff that I've designed in the 3D space, not just for the prototypes for the Next Level Wall XD. sorry, long answer short, yes, you're going to see kind of an evolution. I've been wanting to do that for some time. I just don't want to put too much out there, but I'm going to do it because I'm excited to show what I've been working on.
Yeah.
And if you're a Patreon member, you've seen some of that stuff already. So
that's cool. Yeah, and now you're about to launch a new Kickstarter. That's what the Mythic XD, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and share those photos if you don't mind, or should I go ahead and share that link first?
You do whatever you want to do. So the link is going to get you to join like the pre-launch, right? There's going to be a series of emails just introducing Wall XD, teasing out some stuff that some people haven't seen. Talk about the tiering, talk about the early bird, because those are going to be limited, right? Make sure you guys are tracking that. It's going to keep you aware of when we execute and start the Kickstarter, and then keep you aware all through that, right? Join if you can, please. That helps me understand you guys want to see this and want this to come to life. And then the photos you have are the recent photos that I shared out today, the Kickstarter photos, again, shot with my phone. More coming from Machu Toys. I sent him the prototypes. He got them this morning, so hopefully we'll see some stuff there. But we're going to continue to release some stuff over the next week as we build up hype for the launch next Friday. And we will be our first con at Titan Toy Expo launching the Kickstarter. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait to hang out with you guys.
That's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I put the link and I pinned it in the chat so you guys all can click on it as you please. It's pinned now, so it's gonna be there the whole time. So I'm sharing it on the screen now, so make sure to check it out and then sign up for the emails. That way you can get all the information about it. I'm gonna share some photos next for this new Kickstarter. I always hit the wrong button for the damn photo screen share nowadays.
If you want to share photos, I can talk through it.
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. So back in 2023, we launched the first iteration of this little Kickstarter from Highschool Creations called Wall XD. I obviously have been building dioramas for some time, and I took all the information from my clients who wanted things like modularity, durability, expandability. And, one of the first things you make as a diorama builder, the majority of the time, is a brick building or a brick wall. And so we launched our first Kickstarter called Wall XD. It was expandable, customizable, very durable display. That was successful. The community came out and said, hey, we want something like this. And so we launched the wall with accessories. Here's Wall XD. Here, the brick form.
Wait, hold that back up for a second.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Moving too quick. This is the original Wall XD release. This is injected molding plastic. This is HIPS plastic, very durable. Light does not penetrate the back for you toy photographers or stop motion videographers. We went on further to release the corners. I can't turn around the other way. And accessories like the garage door plate and the window AC. The mini split unit in the wall. What was cool is, there's an integrated peg system throughout this system. And I am talking about this just to lead you up to what Mythic XD is going to be.
Yeah.
But it's a system of components that easy fit together, friction fit. This stuff is easy, not little tiny pieces you're going to lose, right? The tabs are unsightly, but there are tab covers that hide those things if you're going to do a small display, because this does fit in a DTOF, but you can go crazy and put a bunch of these together and make a full-on building, full 360.
Wow.
When you add something like the corner units in, right, this gives you ability to now do like full 360 buildings and stuff like that. And just like the wall, you can stack these or take these out vertically. And that was the first iteration of Wall XD.
And you have a sidewalk there too, right? There's a sidewalk built into it.
Oh, yeah, there's a sidewalk built into it. And we'll talk about that too. But that was successful. You guys, really liked it, came out, supported it, and we've released some expansions on that, the corners, the accessories. Here we are, though, right? We're a week away from the next evolution of Wall XD, the story of Mythic XD from city streets to castle keeps, and we're doing something starkly different. Yeah, starkly different, but yet similar. Because this can be paired. Here's the main wall with the window unit, but this can be paired with the original Wall XD. It's the same system. It all fits together. This could be a modern brick wall. I made a post earlier this week that kind of showed the corner set for this system with the old or the original Wall XD, and they still complement each other. You mentioned the sidewalks. We're actually going to use that same. We're going to get some reuse out of the tooling. Why not, right? We're going to use that in the new system because we can grime those up and make those fit. They won't be so starkly different. They'll look very good.
Yeah.
Here's the system right here. This is again these are the prototypes, early paint, but these are the systems with that same base. They fit in perfectly, right? And you can easily just snap on. This is the original Wall XD here. Doing this on camera, but you can easily just snap these in. And the reason why I say that is because I want to keep these systems together. I want to make sure that people, if you bought in before, these stills are still expandable.
Right.
But what you were just showing off, right? Like this thing can make full-on castles. Like we're going to have tiers that are called Castle XD, Kingdom XD, because there's going to be enough here that you can make full-on towers, full-on castles and fortresses.
Damn, that's going to be badass.
You could take. There's some components that are going to be unlocks and stretch goals, which are called battlements here. And I'll get these to fit back in. That you'll be able to basically create another dimension here with just those battlements, right? If I can get these to snap in, that take it to another level, right? You could use this with the wall in the back and get some cool depth from either like a tower perspective, or you can build a full-on tower. So this system is going to be more of a play set than it is a display, right? Especially as you start building these out and buying more, right? Or you can just keep it simple, 1 or 2 in a DTOF. But yeah, so this is the next evolution of Wall XD, Mythic XD. It can be Castle. That's where we're going with this, more legendary, more fantasy. But they can be used right alongside with the original Wall XD as more of an expansion to continue with your more modern street scenes and stuff like that. So,
that's really cool. And to the chat, keep asking your questions. I'm flagging everything, so we'll ask that all one time once we have enough questions. I'm going to go to the next picture, Mike, if that's okay.
Sure.
Now there's a castle for you.
Oh yeah, I was looking at something else, not paying attention. So yeah, this is basically what this is those archways are going to be another stretch goal, but on top of that are the battlements I was talking about. There's going to be a battlement for each wall that fits in there, kind of the stepping there, right? Kind of the catwalk, and then in the center there, that's actually 4 outside corners that you can stack, and with the battlements make a full-on tower, right? In the front, there's going to be options for a gatehouse door, which is really cool. Shout out to my sister who's doing the painting prototypes on these. It is a family business. Everybody in the family chips in here. I appreciate everybody that has helped out with this. But as you can see, those, and this was a comment on my social media post today, those modern sidewalks still play in here once you grunge them up. They look good. They don't stand out. And this allows me to get reuse from the original Wall XD, keep the system completely cohesive, but then also expand on options when it comes to like the battlements or different wall types and accessories. So you can build a full-on tower here.
So how high can you build it?
There, I've made posts. This is the same system as the original Wall XD. I've took Wall XD 7 walls high. These are 12 by 12. If you do the math, that's 7 feet, right? You add corners on that. I'm sure you could go higher. I had 1,500 in the shop at one point, and I wanted to call up Guinness's Book of Records and say, hey, what is the largest 1/12 scale action figure display there is? Unfortunately, we sent the email, never responded, but that would have been dope, man, to do like a 30-foot freaking Wall XD. But we didn't do it. But you could take these up pretty high safely. Realistically, if you're just got a wall, I wouldn't go more than 3 high. Physics, it's going to get top heavy. But if you snap on some corners, I'm sure it'd be super durable. You can go 4 or 5 if you really want to.
Yeah.
I will not be responsible when that falls and traps somebody underneath it. So,
I mean, they shouldn't be that heavy, though, right?
No, they're super light. They're hips plastic. When we ship them in the box, they're probably like 2.5 pounds or something like that for like a wall unit, which comes with the base plate and all the accessories.
Okay. I'm going to go one more photo over, then I'm going to go take a break and go to the chat because they're asking some questions. So this is a Savage figure.
Love that figure. Yeah. That was the Conan. It's not really Conan, but who's the artist? Frank
Frazetta.
Frazetta. And then I got some of the Barbarian. I keep getting stuff from the Kickstarter. I'm like, whoa, am I supposed to get this? But I didn't return it. So sorry, Savage Crucible. I'm keeping the stuff, but I keep getting stuff
ball
in.
And chain, right?
Yeah. And I was like, does this fit on there? It so does. And I just love it. And that's kind of how I set up this figure. And he, along with the AWOC and the Valiant Knight, had just been along with me during this ride of prototyping, printing these, testing on paint shotting. And this figure specifically has just stood out since I picked it up from Joe Fest. And I just feel like, hey, he's representing, he's bringing it in, he's pulling people into what we're offering here with Mythic XD. And anyway, thought it was a cool shot.
No, that is
very cool.
It is a dope shot. I'm going to go to the chat just to ask some questions, and we'll keep going through the photos. House Hendo is asking a portcullis door and a armory wall section possibility.
I think it'd be cool. There's nothing off the table. I will say in this original offering, there's going to be a main goal that's pretty modest, right? We're trying to get the wall, the main system out, and then build on top of that. You guys, if you guys want to see that stuff, like there will be stretch goals in support of a lot of what you're asking for and maybe more. So I won't say no to nothing. You tell me, right? This is the community is going to say in this crowdfund whether you guys want to see more than what we're offering. You bring it, I will make it happen.
That's awesome. Hot Rod 2188 is saying, so this is not resin. This is or brittle and heavy.
No, this isn't 3D. The prototypes are FDM 3D printed, yes. But what is going to be made, like the original Wall XD, that's injection molded at a factory here in the US. That's HIPS plastic. It's a model plastic. It's not ABS.
Okay.
If someone smacks you with it, it's going to hurt, but it is not heavy.
Right.
House Hendo is asking now, long-term question. Do you plan to do different cityscapes? For example, Arab, Asian, European, South American, etc. And same for Mythic with castle styles, since they too vary.
They do very much, and I would love to do that. Right, those are what I'm going to consider expansions on, like some of the original walls. What we can probably do with these walls as well. I'm thinking about that stuff as I'm building it. What we can do in the future. What you're going to see in the Kickstarter as kind of like a little hint is there are a total of 5 categories that we've already started to, I say me and some other people in the family have like come up with. And so Wall XD originally Mythic XD, Western XD, like Cyber XD, Cyberpunk XD, Sci-Fi XD. Like there's differences between Cyberpunk and Sci-Fi, and have those. I think that's too much to offer at once, but there is a future here, and each one of those will allow us to not only build out but expand. And since these things are cohesive, like the backdrop you'll be able to build is going to be crazy to me if we can make it that far.
Dude, I'm just thinking like so many different aspects, like House Hunter said, with different like cultures as well. Like, like a Japanese one with samurai would be fucking dope with like trees and like grasslands and stuff. I mean, you could even utilize that with like barbarians or Vikings or a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How what's the depth? How thick are these? Less than an inch?
They're, if you look on the back here, if you zoom in, the wall piece is actually cored out. This is to save us some money at the factory, but make this rigid. It is no more than a half-inch thick total. Okay. I just show you that because it's not actually a half-inch thick. It's, I don't have my calipers here, but it's maybe 1.1 decimal, like of an inch. But if you look at it from the side, it's about half-inch.
Half-inch, okay.
Is it? I'm just looking at my review spaces right next to me. It would be kind of cool to have something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Like MCU Collector, this is what he uses for his backdrop. A lot of people have used these. I think, D. Mason has used these a couple times for his backdrop. But you're right, they're pretty flat. And these, something we thought about when we built these, again, I'm referencing, Wall XD, the original release, but it's the same form factor as Mythic. Like you could put this on the shelf. Most shelves are about 6 inches, right? This is only about 5 inches total from front to back. That fits on the shelf, and they're lightweight, goes right up against the wall. It's a slim form factor. The thought here is like it saves space, right? You can make this big, but it does save space. And then when you're done with it, like you could put this in a Rubbermaid tub for a couple years and it come out just the same. It's not like that with the foam dials, right? They're more precious.
Yeah.
They're also more expensive because people spend a lot of time making those foam dials.
Yep.
Well, it's also the fact that, I mean, the thing is, even like the cardboard ones, right? You have extreme sets that does the cardboard
sets. Yep.
And those are fun, those are good to use, but if you reuse them over and over and over again, the cardboard doesn't last that long because you plug into each other, and over time you're warping them every single time you're pushing them in these little slots. So
that's actually something I've not heard anybody call out, and is a very great point, right? They're kind of I wouldn't say once and done, but after, you're right, they have some sort of shelf life because
they do. Because, I mean, for the longest time, I had I was a big wrestling fan. I do a lot of wrestling shots. I had the arena display set up around a small table, and in order to even hold it up, because it was 6 foot by, it was 3 feet high, 6 foot across. It was big.
Yeah, it's huge.
But in order to hold it up, because they would double stack, I had to start. I used Patriots tape to keep it on, so it didn't fall over.
Yeah, they can droop over time and sag. I'm seeing that on some of mine, and it's not. I mean, and that's not a negative against them. It's just the fact of what it is. It's cardboard.
It's cardboard.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is always disappointing when it's a really good set and you're like, oh crap, it's falling apart or whatever may happen.
But the thing is, even when you start moving stuff around though with the extreme sets, they again the cardboards, they slot into each other. Like there's like a little cut, and you put the cardboard piece in it so it kind of attaches together. But even that starts messing up the more you do it. And I did it like 3 times and I already had cuts in the piece that would slide in. And I was like, man, this is not going to last very long.
Yeah, the stress in the paper. Yeah, absolutely. It scratches it up. Yep. Where you won't get that with these. I'm looking forward to what you're putting out for this. I missed out on the original. I came in late on the Wall XD after the fact. And
there's a surprise in the Kickstarter, Lou. I'm going to reoffer, and there's going to be a bundle set that's going to be, the price I think is going to be nuts compared to what we've done in the past. And we'll be limited, but we're going to re-release the original Wall XD line in a new colorway. And there was a fan vote earlier this year. If you sign up for the emails, you'll see it. But I'll tell you, it's a tan color. I think it looks very good, especially once it gets the weathering on there. And it's different from before and actually changes the seam. We're going to re-release those for people that missed them, and they're going to be at a price point that is lower than before. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be add-ons that you'll be able to buy immediately in the Kickstarter. The awesome thing about that is we've already, secured the same factory. We're going to roll into production for those immediately after the Kickstarter closes. I've already got him lined up. So those things will come out a lot sooner than obviously stuff that's going to require new tooling.
And you're also in the US, right? So
exactly,
it should come out
very
a lot
exciting
too. That is actually really cool.
Travis, you don't have to worry about tariffs. You don't have to worry about delays.
Well, the problem, I can't say it's tariff free because raw materials does come from external. Like we don't produce everything here, right?
You're right.
So
you're right. Okay.
There at some point is some tariffs, whether it's directly on me or not. Maybe my factory has to pay tariffs for like metals or something like that, right? That the America doesn't produce, but that is true. I finish these, so the factory runs these. I finish them and package them, right? It's not a one-stop shop there. So I get to touch every one of these, and I'm airbrushing just like with the last Wall XCs, right? We're painting them, airbrush them in house. Each one is uniquely different, even though they follow the same process, right? Each one's going to be a little bit different. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just wanted to get that.
No. I'm glad you said that. I'm very happy to hear all that. That's what I was hoping to hear. Go on.
So Ken, I'm sorry, Brendan. I saw your message. I can't wait to hang out with you too. But Ken just called something out. The reason why the bricks are so recessed was intentionally how I was going to do those is to add mortar into them. It just wasn't for a large production like that wasn't feasible. But few customizers, that's absolutely why they're so deep of bricks, is to fill in mortar to give a more realistic look.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. Okay.
Let me get back to. So I was trying to see some of the other. I had some stuff flagged, so I was going through those. Travis P. No, not at all, dude. Not at all. This is your show, man. Travis P said, "What does it look like with a Mythic Legion figure or GI Joe classified figure?" Well, here's a Savage Crucible figure, and it looks pretty damn good.
For sure.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean, if you
they're
bring
playing
it-
nice in some of those photos, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you're bringing GI Joe in, castles, Destro. Come on, you had a castle.
you could do castles with a lot of things now, because I mean, even today, castles exist. That's a real thing. So you could go to castles, and especially in Europe, there's a lot of different places in Europe. So I see them on my drive every time I go to Germany. So
right. Yeah, it's not like they're gone and disappeared. You can still use them in modern displays for sure.
yeah.
House
Hendo.
Travis were same wavelength.
House Hendo is asking, will there be a blank wall for a solid first level for my anticipated table keep?
So you mean like just a solid block wall, no window? I'm guessing that's what you mean. I have one designed. It is not what's being offered. What's being offered in this initial goal is the window option, just for customization. I didn't talk about this, but this window will be a friction fit.
So you will have open or with the bars, yeah.
Exactly, and then there will be swappable stained glass windows. You have two optional stained glass windows, and then a clear window, and maybe more depending on how crazy we get in the Kickstarter. Though all those things I'm going to do in house, but those will be what's offered in the main goal. Like I said, if you guys come out and you guys want this stuff, right, and we move into the Kickstarter, there are, like I said, the arched ones that were in the picture. There are solid brick wall or block walls, like what you're asking for, or the the castle walls. Those things are designed, just ready for someone to say, "Hey, I want those really badly."
That's cool. Okay.
Very, very cool.
Now, let me go back to here. Then there was one more question I had flagged. Austin M just joined the stream, Abby. This is already is this already on Kickstarter, like under upcoming, so I can save it and know when it launches? I've already joined the email list too. All up.
Oh, that's awesome for you. Sorry. You can go to my profile, Highschool Creations. There's some confusion there. I'm doing a company name swap to Diabolic Studios LLC. Everything's still Highschool Creations though. If you go there, you can follow my profile. I just submitted for review. I don't know if you guys have ever been through a Kickstarter, but Kickstarter has to review it before you can go live. I'm trying to get it done early so I can make sure there's no, I had to edit something so we can make sure we launch on time. So you can't see it right now until they officially say it's good. Once it's good, I can start putting out the link where you can go start following it.
Okay.
Let's see. We can share some more photos. I think I have. I only showed 3, right? So October 24th is when it's going to go live on Kickstarter, right? That's the goal.
That is, yes. As long as we don't get any pushback from the review, the launch day will be next Friday.
Stained glass, I'm sold, dude. It just sounds fun.
Ooh. Yeah. Well,
I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, real quick, are you going to have stuff on hand at Titans Toy Expo to showcase? Are you going to have the prototypes? Will you have them there for people that are going?
We'll have the prototypes. We'll have the original Wall XD kind of stuff we have available now. You get hands on that. We'll have the prototype 3D printed Mythic XD, aka Mythic XD here. And then we'll have some fun stuff at a great price that people will be able to just pick up and be able to just have something from Highschool Creations, 3D printed props and stuff like that. But just deal stuff where you walk by the table and be like, oh shit, I need that. That's how much it is. Oh my God, I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to definitely have this here. And there'll be stuff there at the table.
Okay.
Oh, that's exciting. That'll be exciting.
Oh yeah. Sneaky just dropped in a question as well. Do you have plans on window inserts for Wall XC? If you already do, I must have missed them.
Sneaky. So I said this earlier, like I in 2024, like I displayed stuff at DCon, actually late 2023, expansion of the original Wall XD. Things have happened, tariff stuff. Here we are today. I thought it'd be cool to come out with it entirely, for the next iteration, something starkly different with castles. However, there is expansion unlocks when we launch this Kickstarter that if we can get to them are going to expand on the original Wall XD. That is windows, that is new door plates, that is fire escapes, stuff like that to go back to the city as expansion. So if we get there, those things, again, they've been designed for years. There's storefronts out there, guys. I don't know if I showed those, but if you had Decon in 2023, you saw them at my display. So yes, sorry, long-winded. There are plans to do that. Maybe we can do it in this Kickstarter. I don't know, but the focus is really Mythic XD here.
Yeah. So we're going to continue going through the pictures, and then here's the.
There is one
layout
with the stained glass. There you go.
Yeah.
That's one of the options. Again, I think we're going to have a fan created one, and they're going to throw a few more out there as well. But yeah, stained glass options. You can backlight these. They're going to be fun. Dude,
this is really dope. I mean, this picture alone looks really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a 6-inch figure. You know what the figures are. I don't tell you, but that's a 8 by 2 foot table. I'm sorry. Yeah, 8 by 2 foot table. That thing is taken up with that battlement and sidewalks in the front. You know, 1 level, almost 2 level. If you look at that back one, this thing can get. Again, it's a play set, dude. I got lost. My wife's like, "What did you do for 3 hours?" Like, I was playing with my action figures. I was setting up this display because I found out things like I knew the battlements were cool for up top, but I was like, hey, wait, this fits into the sidewalk. Look at this. Like, I'm discovering stuff myself because of how this is built. Like, it's like almost like a Lego system. People's going to put this together in ways I've not thought about. They did it with Wall XD. I'm excited to see that.
So yeah. Austin M is saying, "Damn, I'm already sold. Don't price me out of securing this fine-looking sheet."
Join the mail list or make sure you're there because at launch there is going to be ridiculous early bird on the basic wall unit that I want people to be able to get into, and they are going to be limited. But yeah, it's going to be a deal, guys. Check it out.
Hell yeah! Okay. And again, we've dropped that link in the chat. It's pinned. So click that link, sign up. Then here's another stained glass window.
Yeah, so this is kind of showing the main offering. The tabs will come with tab covers, just like in the original Wall XC. Just don't have them pictured here. The battlement will be an unlock, but what you're going to get is a wall, your swappable window plates, a couple of stained glass windows, and then a regular window that will be swappable in there. Your base plate. And what you don't see is just like in Wall XC, the integrated peg system will be a part of this as well because there will be accessories. I'm leaving area to expand this in the future. We talked about battlements, but one thing I can show you guys. People have been asking for like roof lines and stuff, and I don't know if we'll make it into this Kickstarter, but like I just said, I want to leave areas to come back to and expand on in the future. And so on the battlement, there are spots to be able to do, hopefully in the future, like a catwalk or something. So you can have this on top, have a layer for people to walk in and shoot down from, which I think would be really cool as well. So when I'm designing this thing, I'm thinking about the future, right?
Yep. Thinking about expanded growth.
Yep.
I mean, that's how you should be thinking about it, though. That's like the best way to think about it. Austin, he said a stained glass window with a dragon design would go hard. Obviously, I mean, there was a dragon, right, in the last one.
Yeah, one had a dragon and a knight. I have a green dragon kind of playing into the recent release. Well, I guess that was last year, but the pre-order for the Mythic Dragon, because someone called it out last night, but you guys don't know what you're going to do with your Mythic Dragon? Well, here you go. Here's a castle if you want to pair it with your dragon.
You got to make a big-ass castle for that dragon, though.
No shit. But you can still do it. You get a corner of the castle even.
Well, that castle piece right there was 4.5 feet long. So I don't remember how big the dragon was, but you should be able to lay them down in front of this.
This was 4.5 feet?
Well, think about it. Each plate is 12 inches. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That may be 5 feet.
Yeah.
I need a bigger room. I need a bigger room.
Again, if you don't want to display these all the time, they're durable. You can just take them down, throw it in your Rubbermaid bin, come back to it when you're ready, right? You don't have to leave this out. It's gonna always tab back together unless you run it over or do something completely idiotic with these things. But
right, yeah. But who wants to take that down after putting all that up?
I mean, the thing is, if you find a really cool design, you would want to keep it up because it looks dope.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yep.
And then here's another photo with them, with like behind the figures behind it, and it's a good height too because again, I think someone who's doing archery from the top, this is a good length for it. So this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they connect together, and then you could do levels too, right? Like, can I have like a rooftop, and figures could go on the rooftop, and there could be like another archway maybe.
So that's what I was just showing. It's not designed, not something we're going to offer on this Kickstarter, but it is something that could potentially happen in the future.
Yeah.
But that's what this is meant for, right? Is at some point be able to create that catwalk. So you're not just looking at one dimension from the front. You could connect two of these, like example, 2 archways and 2 battlements with the walkway in between. Could be potential in the future.
Well, that's really dope. House Endo saying you should add a dragon bundle to your pledges and price it out. That's
Endo's always thinking. Yes.
I think that was the last photo I had. That was it. So this is going to be the Kickstarter that's going to be coming out in next Friday, right? Next Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy week next week. Traveling, streaming, releasing the Kickstarter, conference. It's gonna be fun.
That's that's gonna be awesome. And when are you gonna be at Titan's Toy?
I will. Where or when?
No, when are you gonna be there? Because I'll be there Thursday. I know that.
I think we plan on driving up Thursday. For some reason, we thought it was Friday, but it's just Saturday and Sunday, so we're gonna get there a day ahead.
Well, setup is Friday night, so if you're set up there, you'll set up Friday because I plan to do if internet allows it, right? I plan to do a live. Ish gave me the okay to do a live at around 7 p.m. where I could walk inside the area, and most of the vendors will be done by then, so I could actually go to every single stall and see what they're offering, and that way people can see what's happening.
Come by, I got something for you.
All right, definitely. That was going to be my other question for you. What are you offering?
I'll give you something.
No. What are you offering? Like, what's going to be on your table?
Yeah, so I'm kind of doing it simple, right? Because we have some big displays. I'm playing a Wall XD. I'm gonna do a huge display there. Got a bunch of our 3D printed buildings, like you'll see over on Etsy. Gonna have those there. I'm hoping to finish my McDonald's. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I've made a 90s McDonald's with the roof. I'm hoping to have that done. But I'm biting off more than I can chew probably. And then we're going to have, maybe this is an exclusive, but instead of bringing like a bunch of stuff for sale, we're bringing one item for sale and we're making a bunch of them and going to make them super cheap. So come check those out.
That's actually a really good idea because, when you go to conventions, I've noticed that when something is priced really good, it's gone.
So we're talking, $15, $20 max for this, and it's something that is going to be dope that you can post up in your city scenes that you'll have really, really fun with. And it's going to be kind of an exclusive for Titan Toys. I'm going to put the logo on it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Then definitely consider me in because IshCon and Titan's Toys is definitely those are the 2 cons I will consider my 2 favorite every year now. So
cool. And I don't know if I saw the Titan Toys video, but I did put out there that anybody that stops by and asks me, you'll get a free lamppost. I don't know if you've seen my lampposts on Etsy. They're about 11 inches tall. I will give you one for free if you come by and shake my hand.
Well, I will be there to shake your hand, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to be there. Then my cousin Shilly's going to be there too, so he'll shake your hand as well.
All right.
You are not getting 2.
That is true until we run out.
Oh. Right on.
Shelly will definitely be there too. All right, I wanted to share your website as well. So this is now highschoolcreations.com. And then there's a video here you can play, but I don't want to play it just because.
Yeah, that's from the old Kickstarter, just representing Wall XE, the original. We have everything up here for sale. The corners and stuff still show us pre-order, Simmons accessories. We're still working through those, guys. I promise I'm working hard to get those out to you. Last Kickstarter, we did release an artist-proof variant where you can go paint your own up. We're not going to do, although I've heard some people ask for it, but you got corners here. You got your accessory packs. The roll-up door is not including accessory pack. This is a separate item, but showing it off there because this really does change the look. Like if you scroll back up to that original one and then you show the accessories, like it's a totally different looking diorama with just, changing a few pieces. The corner set, I will call this out, even with Mythic XD, a corner set is an inside and outside corner. That itself is its own diorama or display piece, right? That thing is bigger than the wall. So you're also getting basically another display that you can attach to the existing wall XD.
Can you scroll back up to the top one? Okay. I just wanted to see what the price was. I missed it.
You can get these either through me or you can go through Chubsy, Hidden Temple Toys, Top Dog Comics, as well as BBTS has these available.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, BBT. Okay.
That's cool.
Very, very cool.
So if someone buys it from your website, what is I guess the plan to ship it out? How soon can they get it?
If it's pre-order, it's probably going to be, because of right now all the heckness, if you buy it today, it'll probably be about 3 weeks before it gets out. If you buy something that's in stock like this artist proof, it'll ship out within a few days.
Okay. That's cool.
Still pre-order 3 weeks isn't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It's like that for pre-order because we're ending the near of fulfilling all of our existing pre-orders, and you'll be in a batch, pretty much guaranteed, because we're coming up on the end of it. If you pre-order like Mythic XD, it's not going to be 3 weeks. It's going to probably be about a year.
Understood.
Again, this is this amazing dude.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else on your website you want to show off before I click away?
Oh, not really. Everything else really is over on Etsy. I put a lot of love into Etsy in the past year and a half. Me and my wife. If you want to do that, that's cool too. That's where we do a lot of our 3D printing and early light discovery of what people want to see. You'll see some things how I paint things are going to pass into some of the newer stuff when it comes to either Mythic or Wall XD. But been working on the store, right? We've hit 1,500 sales. We've been out here for close to 16 years. We got 40 to 50 different offerings that are mostly city focused. Someone was mentioning this earlier. Here is the brownstone. Yeah.
I freaking love that thing, dude. I freaking love that thing.
Having two buildings like that together.
But yeah, again, those are 3D printed, hand painted. I treat these like traditional. If I was to build this out of foam, I'd still take the same steps in finishing them. And then the windows are all laser cut. And the tree is handmade right now. I'll probably design one 3D, but that's a 3D base it sits in. And then there is resin poured, and then that is a wire tree. I don't know if you've ever seen wire trees made. And then I actually buy the fake floral from Hobby Lobby and Michael's to do the leaves. And I think it looks nice, right? It looks for a display, right? It looks
good. It looks good. Well, have a good night, Austin. Sorry to keep you up that other night.
Austin, I just fell asleep during that stream. That's
it was 4 hours long, man. What do you expect? It was a fun
fell asleep twice.
That was a long stream. It was good though.
It was good. It was fun. Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So then now here's a water tower. Wow. So just putting one of these on top of a building just would look amazing.
Yeah, and there's fun, and we do offer some of those things. Like there is the 360 3-story building that has fire escapes, comes with the water tower. I tried to find levels that people would probably want. There is a rooftop alone, just one level with an HVAC and a water tower. So try to make offerings and tailor those to what I think people would want to see and be excited for. So, but again, these are all my own designs, and that's what I like to do. And there's a 360 with like the fire escapes; those peg in.
Holy shit! That looks dope.
Yeah, you can go crazy with it. I've redesigned this. There's a V2 now that actually has, I don't know if you've seen like little balloon lights that fit in over the doors. The doors I've been able to design so that there's a in-process hinge, or when you're printing, there's a built-in hinge so that now the doors open and stuff like that. You'll see some details like I UV print like direct like onto the acrylic for either like blinds or like store signage, like open and close, or like credit card signs. It really just adds that extra layer of detail. I don't know.
And you know, the one thing I recognize the most with diary makers is like the little details is what makes everything amazing. It's the little stuff that makes it amazing, right? It's holy crap.
I think Laser Pants actually has this one. this is
actually, that's one of the questions I just flagged actually in the chat.
I thought 1/12 wasn't world building.
That's what they say.
That's small. That's not small. But yeah.
So House Tender said, so what are you building for Laser Pants City, if you can reveal or tease anything?
Well, he has a piece already, this one.
Yeah.
I think I sent him a few water towers. He's got wall XD, I knew that.
I was going to ask that. I was pretty sure it was your water towers that he's got. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he has like the original one, and I tinker when I can find time to see how I can especially after I 3D printed it like a couple hundred times. I'm like, okay, what can I tweak to make this better, or what are the complaints? Like, and I say complaints, but like feedback as people get these things. What can we do to make them better? And so we're on like the V3 or V4, the water towers. This is fully handmade. This is something that in these alleys. This is kind of like OG, like what I used to do, but I still come back to these. I made a post earlier this week. I did some handmade 118 or 124 scale like buildings inspired from Africa for an upcoming video. A lot of my handmade stuff's more for like production quality stuff, but I try to dabble.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's awesome.
I've got that alleyway saved in my favorites in Etsy. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you.
it's a.
You're ready to pull the trigger? Just let me know, Lou, and I'll hook you up with some stuff along with that.
Right on. Yeah, that's the one.
So it's funny. So I had one of my buddies, HVX Customs, make me a Figure Fight Club facility dio, and he made it very modular. So it's supposed to be like a city, right? That was the idea, like a brick building. And he made it modular where I could either use it as like an alleyway, or I could put up a door and a garage. Like it looks like a garage, right? So you can move it around. And he put posters and stuff that it's magnetized. Yep, he's in the chat right now. And
I've seen his work.
Yeah, he does amazing work. And then he brought it to my house. We set it up, and we started talking about, hey, I need to turn this table into a block. That's the goal now. That's the next thing. So he's working on something for me now to make it into something like this on the screen. Essentially, like we want to make a block out of it where there's layers. There's a top part, there's a bottom part, and like a storefront, and then like a dumpster. So that was the idea behind it, and a lot of that would be for photography. Then also, I do my figure showcases in that same table. So
nice.
Yeah.
This is awesome though. Holy crap. See something like this, man. Holy shit. Oh.
So Mike, let me ask you, the alleyway, is that all 3D print as well, or is it a combination of 3D print?
That is foam.
All foam. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There may be some pieces like ladders, or I think those are laser cut, but some there may be some small components like windows or something that's 3D printed, but the base of it is foam.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because to be truthful, like foam takes impressions so well. It looks so much like a brick, like when you do it. 3D printing can, but foam, like there's nothing like foam when you're creating those kind of textures. Like it really does take those textures really well.
Yeah. Agreed.
Hey, this just looks awesome. When you put it all together, it really does pop. Like it's like it's literally like it's like a little city. Like there's that example you were talking about with you put stuff in the windows. That the little details is what makes it pop so much. There's a 2-car garage right here.
Yeah. I want to eventually tailor those so those are storefronts. You take off those plates, and you have little storefronts behind them, which I think would be cool. Adds the playability. Those ACs on the window, you can see they're not really on anything. Those are actually magnets, so it's 2-sided, and they're just magnets, so you can just move those around as you want.
That's smart too,
Yeah, just the little cool things that I've like, hey, what would I want in my displays, or what I do want, right? And I just add them in.
And is that so? That's a window. That's glass, right? It's see through.
It's acrylic. I cut all the acrylic myself. Well, I use a laser, but you know that's because I'm doing so many now. But
that's right here is awesome. Dude, just look at this, right? Imagine just having a display. Like if I had a display like this, I wouldn't want to move it. Hell to the no.
Well, yeah, this one, and that's kind of like, this isn't modular, right? This there's a couple pieces to help it ship, but this is really like a once and done setup, right? And because it's hard to build something like this fully modular, you can do it, but you know these are full on pieces that don't break down. They're pretty big, but you know there's elements of, you know, that like the concrete and street, right? That's cork and foam. You can't really get that out of 3D printing, right? You can't get that realistic look. But when you come to 3D printing like buildings, you definitely can. So I find what works and what doesn't work, and I use them in my arsenal of things to make it. But
now,
you know,
are these the light posts you were going to give away?
Those are light posts, yeah.
Yeah. So
and they don't light up, but they are intentionally hollowed, that if you want to shove a light LED up in there, you can.
Okay. That's awesome. I mean, the fact that you're giving away something free is awesome.
I try to be generous where I can, right? And I think, you know, at conferences, I don't get to go to a lot of them. When I do, I want to give back. Like, you guys are what has made me successful, and that's my way of giving back.
No, that's really good, though. I mean, again, you're giving back to the people who are supporting you, which is the biggest thing, right? So let me just do a couple of more. I like this building right here too. So this looks like a HVAC system, right, on a rooftop.
Yeah, that's just a, you know, also I do obviously 3D printing. I offer files up if you just want to go print them yourself. If you are in a 3D printing and you want a very cheap option to take advantage of stuff you see here, I do have a Patreon. It's a subscription based. It's $15 a month. I release new files every month, but all the stuff you see here is pretty much available in a G Drive, Google Drive folder that you can print at will as a subscriber. So
that's cool. Okay,
very cool.
And then right here, and here's a different one. Yeah, that again. This just looks cool.
Brownstones. Yep.
Yeah. Very impressed, man. And then you made the shipping. What's it called? These things. The
shipping containers.
Containers.
Did you have? Wait a minute. Were you at Toylanta this year?
I didn't have a booth there, but I was there. Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember somebody had bought one of those. I wasn't sure if maybe they bought it from you. That looks exactly like it.
No, you have not missed the giveaway yet, Kaiju. We haven't done it yet. You still good.
And these have magnetic connections, so there's little magnets that hold them shut. You can get them through me, or you can actually get these on BBTS. Same with the water towers. They're on pre-order on BBTS. Yeah, they should be available soon.
Yeah.
These are awesome. I mean, this would go so well with the whole Street Fighter Dio too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Be a nice
Initial Goose is asking, what's your favorite thing to farm for Greeblies if you aren't printing them out?
That's a good one. I've honestly been 3D printing now for so long for those things. I don't know. Like I've never really showed this, but I have about 30 printers, and I just have like these bins of all my designs. Like I just go in there like a store for all the little things I need to build a Dio, right?
You have 30 printers? Holy shit.
Well, there's more than that, but 30 FDM printers.
I'm being modest.
Yeah, I may show a video that shows that, but like I have all these bins of like AC units, windows. Like I have a system, right, where I build things, and I just go grab out of that. It's been a while since, or like I have all the Wall XD components too. If I want to make something, I just go snag some of those little AC units, right? They're meant for Wall XD, but honestly, you could use them for foam too. You can buy a little accessory set and use this stuff as well. But I have access to all that since I print all the time. Trying to think when I scratch build though, like, you know, it's always some sort of trash or like bottle cap or something like that when it comes to vents or something.
Yeah. Let me copy this and put it in the chat as well. So there's the Etsy store link as well in the chat. You guys could click that and save it to your favorites because you're going to be going back a lot.
Yeah, and there's stupid things on there. Like you can go get a fire hydrant for like $2, right?
Yeah.
I some stuff like even like I did bump the price up on the lamps because people were buying too many. But $10 for a lamp. I don't know. You can get 7-inch little cities here for like Godzilla. I think they're like $25. Like some stuff is, to me, kind of ridiculous pricing, which is cool, right? There's some value there. The stuff that I had to put a lot of time in and hand build, they're going to be a little more expensive, right? I try to keep some stuff simple, and then I have obviously the higher tier stuff. But I think there's something for everybody, right? I at least try to have something for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. You get quite a variety.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. So I dropped the link, so it's here in the chat. You guys can save it and visit as often as you like. Anything else you want to cover on the Etsy store, Mike?
No, I appreciate you giving me the time just to do that. I haven't been interviewed in a while to talk about it like this, so it's interesting to see what I say.
Our Friday shows are definitely like an interview style shows. I try to keep it again, about the guests mostly, most of the time.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No, I do. It sucks too. Because, are you good on time? Because we're definitely going to be going over. Because I had like 47 questions for you. I write down a lot of questions just in case if we move through them fast. We definitely did not move through fast because I haven't even started my diorama stuff questions yet. So we'll go a little over. So members, I do apologize, but it's going to be a later show.
Don't forget the thing too.
And we have a giveaway. We have a giveaway I have to do as well. So I'll tune that up in a second. But I guess for the first question is, how did you first get into making dioramas? I mean, that's like, how did you start? Like, why did you start?
Yeah.
How, why, when, what?
Tell you all about it. I bumped my head in the bathroom one day and I saw this like Y-shaped light. No,
I understood that reference.
Again, this goes back to photography. Like I was shooting outside with the action figures I started getting into, Star Wars, Captain America, and I was into cosplay and I had all these tools and I was like, maybe I can make a backdrop. And I made my first brick wall out of the green stuff you get from Lowe's with a big pen and plasti dip and some dry brushing. And I still have that piece actually. But and from there it was like, okay, I can do this. I have some ability, right? I've always been sort of artistic in a way, and I had a vision, and that's what started it. I started building the diorama, built my first sci-fi diorama that's out on Instagram if anybody wants to make fun of me. But I took one of those from Lowe's, like the tubes you make like cement pillars with for lights. I cut it in half, added some lights, and put in a fog machine and painted it silver or something like that. And that was my first sci-fi dio, and they were terrible. But to the point I made earlier is just start doing, because it's a repetition thing. You start building the mind to hand, like designing, you're building that connection, like more and more good stuff's going to happen. You're going to like it. Other people are going to like it too. And it just grew from there, right? People started asking, hey, will you make this for me? And I was like, sure, I will. And they're like, well, how much? And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. But it built from there. And it just got crazier and crazier. I wanted to build big things, like 1/12 scale, to really build like a city or a building. Like they are big, right? And my first big build was the X Mansion from the Hatley Castle, basically. And that thing was huge. I made it in my garage. It took up half of my 2-car garage. And that was my first really big commission. The next one was A&R Elvin up in Canada, A&R Astonishing News and Reviews. He asked for a city block, and really what started everything. He came to me. He was like, hey, I want the biggest and the best you can do. I don't care how long it takes. And I built that thing over 2 years. You can see my methods changing throughout that build, like hand cut bricks, laser cut bricks, 3D printed things. And that's where a lot of my inspiration for my current builds are. I took everything I did there as scratch building and have now turned that into a 3D design that I now print. this is going to make it really long if I answer all these long. So I'll stop there.
No, you're good. Keep going. It's all right.
But that's really it, man. I just wanted to make these immersive environments. And here we are today, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. Like you were saying, you learn from it as you're moving through, and it's fascinating if you've got, like you were saying, like you've got a project that takes you so long that as you go through it, you change and evolve within it. That's kind of an amazing thing.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So if you already answered this question, I apologize that I'm asking it, but what was the first diorama you've ever made?
Yeah, it was just a plain brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like your entry level into dioramas, man, making brick walls. And I did it with a big pen and the green stuff from Lowe's. It was terrible, but it was good enough. Because whenever you take a shot with your figure, most of the time the dio is going to be blurred out anyway, which is unfortunate for us builders who spend so much time. But that's the realization. It's going to look great because it's going to have that bokeh or that focus blur, and it doesn't matter anyway. Like Wall Lake Sea behind me looks great. And then you go zoom in, it's like, oh, that's terrible. No, I'm just kidding. But you don't know, right? It looks good enough that it's going to pass, right? For toy photography.
Okay.
Right. And that's the thing. It's because you're building the background. You're building the set dressing, the set.
Exactly.
Because the subject's typically, majority of the time, the subject is the figure. That's the main character, right? Mm-hmm. But to have those backdrops that are that amazing and those set pieces, it's fun. It's fun to play around with it and put them together and try to create something like that.
I agree with that. Now, what's the most rewarding part of making dioramas?
It's that connection I make with the individual who's either working with me on it or who's going to receive it, right? That creative connection I build with, whoever the client or that person may be. I really like that part.
Okay. What influences you to make some of the themes for your dioramas?
I very much like, especially in high school, like I wanted to be an architect. I just did not have the grades to go to Clemson, unfortunately. I tried to do everything I could, and so I didn't become an architect. I went into IT of all things, and
nice. Okay.
Architecture really just inspires me. I get to be an architect in my own world. I'm making my own path as a miniature architect, and here I am.
That's awesome. So you're in IT.
Yeah. Oh, I was. So I was in IT, software development, operations side. So I managed like the infrastructure for a government entity, which I won't name, which was probably one of the largest. For 15 years, I ran teams of like 30, 40 people on million to $1 billion contracts. But I quit doing that this summer to take this on full time. Me and my wife decided, hey, we got to make a call here. It's like a game of chicken, dude. I'm doing both of them as best as I can. And
one of them has to give.
One of them has to give, man. And I chose to do this, and we'll see what happens in 6 months.
And this is passion too, though, right? This is something you're very passionate about. So I think you made the right choice. I mean, the fact that, like you said, GovCon or government. So I mean, they're kind of
things have happened this year that help make the decision a little easier.
Things are not working well right now for them. So. So you talked about evolving. How has your approach to creating some of these dios evolved over time?
Yeah, I very much started hand building. Like I said, I had a big pen, a blunt big pen, carving bricks into foam. And ever since then, I've been, hey, how can I make this better every time? That's what I try to do. How can I be better than the day before? And that has led me down laser cutting, CNCing, 3D printing bricks. I think that in itself tells the evolution. I've been on competition shows. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was on Best in Miniature Season 3 in Canada, where it's basically like a Top Chef for miniatures competition where I went head-to-head with 10 other miniaturists. There you go. Around the world. And, dude, I did not know what I was getting myself into. There was freaking miniature pottery wheels. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I built display for action figures. But, I made it through. I wasn't... I'm on a few episodes. If you guys go check it out, it's actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, I can say I'm on Netflix, but it's Netflix Canada. I'm not Netflix US yet. But
so people who have VPN can watch
Oh,
it.
there you go. A lot of people are very shy about BVN, but they can be free. Just get your Canadian IP and go to netflix.ca. Best in Miniature Season 3. Check me out. Episode 1 is probably my favorite. Check it out, guys.
Okay. Now, can you walk us through a process from start to finish when creating a diorama?
Oh, man. What kind of die are we building?
Let's talk about one of the homes in your Etsy store. One of the fronts. Yeah,
the brownstone.
Yeah, so those
brownstone.
are going to be a little different. Those are all 3D design. So I typically start out with research. I actually go on to Google. I use, people hate AI, but I use ChatGPT to find out things very quick, to get images, to see what things look like, right? Ask questions, understand what key elements of architecture is, elements like the names of things, so that when I'm searching, I know what they're actually called. And I start with a reference. I start with a folder on my computer that have all these different pieces of information. And then I go into CAD and I start drawing sketches of stuff and then extrude and build those things out. From there, I do some test prints on the 3D printers. Like 3D printers that come a long way. I can design in bed and in an hour send a file, and the next day walk in and that thing is done. You can go from idea to concept in hand in days, or not within hours. And it's so cool, man. It's so rewarding to be able to do something like that. But I still go back to tried and true things like hand building. I did that this past week for a customer for an upcoming video. Like I fully scratch built like pieces of little buildings. I still do that. But yeah, that's it, man. Reference, design, 3D print, and paint like I would traditionally is how I do it.
Nice. Okay. Now, how is the feedback from the customers that you do the work for?
Like, how do I get the feedback, or what?
Yeah, like I mean, like I guess what's the first, when they look at it, see it, what's the first words you hear from them?
You know what? I don't ever know if people are blowing smoke or being too nice, but I always hear good things. And when I hear too much good things, I'm like, okay, what are people really freaking think here? So I don't know. No one's going to bring you onto a live stream example like Wall XC and tell you, that looks like shit, dude. Don't do the Kickstarter. I'm going to save you a lot of time. They're going to be like, this looks great. Keep going. Right? So you don't know, but you have to believe those are the real things. I don't get a lot of negative feedback. I do get, there are those people that are like, hey, there may be a paint drip here. That's something I didn't notice. That's great feedback, because then I can figure out what I did wrong and make sure I don't do it again. So I do like constructive criticism.
Yeah, constructive criticism, yeah.
But I do hate when people stonewall and just say I don't like it. It's like, well, tell me why so I can fix it. I really want to make you happy. Tell me how to do that, you know? I don't get a lot of that, though. If you go look at my reviews on Etsy, most of them are really good. This is why I'm like, I don't know if it's the truth or not, but that's what people say.
Yeah. The collector is asking, can you make me a prison?
I can make anything. I'll be honest with you. I can't do commissions anymore. I don't have the time. It's unfortunate, because if I do, for example, like my time now, if I take time out of the Etsy store and Wall XD, like these things are going to be expensive, and I don't want to charge someone that much for what should be simple. I know really good people who will take those on, though. And if you really want to know, like, hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you to some really dope artists who will knock that out for you.
I was gonna recommend. Oh, go ahead.
I was waiting for somebody to ask if you would make them a gentleman's club. That would be a fun one.
See, whether there are things where I want to take on just out of inspiration or interest.
The amount of figures I have that could fit into a gentleman's club is insane. So yes, I would love to get a gentleman's club.
I have to go do some research too. I need to make sure I get everything to scale.
You have to go in person to do the research. So.
Yeah. That's all tax write-off too, guys.
Exactly.
Right.
What's the most challenging part of constructing a diorama?
Man, that's a great question. I a lot of people may not see this, but your own worst enemy, and sometimes I don't think it's good enough, and that causes me to fidget, if you will, with a piece, right? Kind of waffle. Is it done? Is it not done? Because I don't ever think something's done, and I think that could be one of my biggest problems. There are always those, hey, like a print failed or a print warped, and then you have to figure out those challenges. But those are like happy accidents. You figure how to get through those kind of things and make it work and make it look good. But I think negative self-talk sometimes gets to me because I make so much, right? And what I deliver is supposed to inspire emotions into people, and I get sometimes scared that it may not provide that great emotion that people are expecting.
Okay. Now, what's one tool or material you can't live without when building a diorama?
Calipers.
Calipers, is that?
Yeah. You know what calipers are, right?
Is that the one that measures the width?
Yeah, measuring tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been using those since I got out of high school. I was a screw machine operator at a CNC shop that my buddy's dad ran. And ever since then, I've had a set of calipers probably in my hand. And they are so handy when it comes to 3D printing or measuring small things that's my favorite tool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they're sharp. If anybody ever disrespects you like that, that will just get into somebody's skin quick.
Now, we talked about time frame as well. Now, what's been the shortest time frame of creating a dio versus the longest time frame?
Oh,
and I guess what was the level of differences in, I guess, the amount of work that was done between them?
Yeah, I built the dio in probably 2 days. And that's not full 24 hours, but 5 or 6 hours messing around with things, because you do need some sort of artistic drive, right? You can't build these things on nothing, right? Or no sleep. And then I just talked about it earlier. The one I did for Astonishing News and Reviews, I did it over probably a period of 2.5 years. That was my longest build. If you watch Best of Miniatures, I did a room in 8 hours. Like that was all time based. I carved or I molded an alligator in 75 minutes. I've done stuff really quick. Was it good? No, but I've done those things pretty quick.
Okay. Are there any shortcuts or techniques you've developed to make the process faster or easier?
I'm always looking to cheat when it comes to making things. If it looks
it's not
quality,
cheating, it's just finding efficiencies.
You're right.
That's what you're looking at.
Efficiencies. Thank you for that. There are definitely efficiencies I found in doing stuff, and a lot of that I've involved tools to help do that. Right when it comes to all the buildings I sell, like I'm not going to hand cut laser cut them. I can make the template one time and then I laser cut. I don't know if those are efficiencies or not, but I do take advantage of technology. I was in IT. I love technology, and I'm going to adapt those things into what I do.
Nice. Okay. Now, what's the you mentioned that build you did for 2.5 years? Would you consider that the most difficult diorama you've ever made?
I think it was the most involved. As I was telling Lou when you stepped away, like you will see in that piece, like I evolved. I went from hand cutting bricks to CNC cutting bricks and laser cutting bricks, because there was many different buildings, and you can see that they all look good, right? Because every building's going to be different, but that was the evolution of the things I was doing, the things I learned to do over time. So it was very complex build, everything from hand built windows, laser cut windows, 3D printed windows. Like there's all those different elements that really made it. There's so many materials and stuff like that. It made it a complex piece. Plus, it was all modular. It all broke down.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess so you said that was the most evolved one. So what's the most difficult diorama you've ever done?
Difficult. I think everything's difficult. I think honestly the most difficult things, the most difficult one was probably one that I did for Best in Miniature. It's one big building if you guys go watch it, but the reason why it was complicated is the amount of stress, right? Doing stuff in a time frame while a camera is shoved in your face, expecting you to get upset about something. That was probably the hardest build, and there was a lot of mental challenges as well as being stacked up against different competitors and just the time feature involved with that. There was also like the storytelling element that just as a builder, I do have a story, but like fully thought out story for every element just added a layer of complexity that I just wasn't ready for.
Got you. Okay. Now, how do you balance realism with practicality when making a dio that needs to be durable for photos or display?
That's a really good question. The first one is like foam. Using foam pieces for like true rock textures, whether that's sidewalks or bricks, I think is going to be the best way to do it. Grab you a tinfoil ball, roll it up pretty tight, get them like super tight, not loose, and you get those little porous little things you can roll around. It's a cheat code for creating easy texture, right? That coupled with dry brushing and washing is going to get you some really good, easy, like entry level stone textures and rock textures. And I think like by the time you get that in a photo, no one's going to know that's not a real rock or wall or sidewalk using those elements.
That's cool. Okay. I'm learning so much.
Right. I might go buy some foam tomorrow.
Dude, I've had foam sitting in my closet for almost 3 years, and I've never touched it once. It was to the point where HVX Customs dropped off the diode to my house. I was like, dude, you want to take a few of these foam pieces with it?
Please take them. Please get them out of here.
I was like, I'll keep one just in case if I decide to start. but you can take the others. It's all yours. Do you have any tips for dealing with common problems like paint chipping or parts not fitting correctly?
Paint chipping is a difficult one because it all depends on the paint, but you can always cover that up. But just make sure you seal your piece at the end of the day, right? It's going to keep it durable, especially with us doing action figures and stuff like that. Just seal your piece. If it does chip, that's a weathering effect. That's intentional, right? That's damage. Right. What was the other stuff not fitting? That's always a challenge, right? Especially when you're custom building stuff. But you try to make it work, right? Make it look real. If you gotta, booger something up, just make sure it looks like it's actually supposed to be some sort of rust or something like that, and paint it appropriately. But I guess it depends on what it is that doesn't fit, right? There's always another way to do something. But there's my answer.
Okay. Now, you've shown off a lot of cool like city designs, and now you're working on the castle as well. Now, have you ever made anything that's based off of like a specific movie or TV show or comic?
One of my first big builds was oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
Please say Avengers Tower.
Oh no, I've not done it. But Deuces Wild it was a Robert De Niro movie that he directed, but he also starred in. And you never see the inside of this social club, the Deuces Wild, which is the outside. And the customer came to me and said, "Hey, can you make this with also an interior?" And it was my first like movie accurate piece.
Cool.
Yeah. Since then, I did Clerks. It was very similar. I did the outside of Clerks. I know there's been a few others. Oh, I'm doing the McDonald's. Like I'm doing it's not exact one for one, but yeah, I'm making it 90s style. Even like the green, we had red roofs, but there was the green ones too, which for some reason I really have a heart for. So trying to make
doing
those.
the play place as well.
Oh, that would be so.
You got him thinking now. He's thinking now.
With those tube slides.
That would be so cool, and it's easy to do in CAD. Like I could definitely do that. Yeah.
You need a Ronald McDonald sitting on the bench outside.
Oh man.
You get those little Orbeez and put them in, make that the ball pit.
That's true.
That's genius. I might do that.
We do that all the time. When we had Mad Hatter on, we were just throwing out ideas and random stuff. He's like, "Oh my god, this is great."
Yeah.
No. What about Taco Bell from like Demolition Man?
Dude, I don't know if you know this. I'm a huge Taco Bell fan. So much so, like
I am too. It's my favorite.
Okay. Dude, I love it. I just
swirl though.
What's
the
up?
90s Taco Bell where it had all the swirl designs on the inside.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. I have a lot of cheat code, man. Ordering from the online menu because I hate talking to like everybody in town because I get a lot. When I go to Taco Bell, I get a lot of options. I can just get it on the freaking online order, just show up and pick it up. But so much so, like I help coach my son's baseball team, and they call me Coach Taco Bell.
Oh, dude, my wife is like, she's like, "What do you know? Order Taco Bell?" I was like, "Well, yeah. Why did you say it like that for?" Like, she doesn't like Taco Bell.
Oh, my wife loves it, dude. So it's together. We're all in on Taco Bell. Even my daughter, she's like 5, but she's like, "Let's go to Taco Bell." I'm like, "Okay, this is a family thing."
I love Taco Bell. I grew up with Taco Bell. My parents used to do it all the time too. Now, how do you incorporate storytelling into your dioramas?
Yeah, I kind of talk about that a little bit. I suffer in that area. I'll be honest. So a lot of stuff I do is like recreations of stuff. I do have some stuff like earlier on where I was like creating sci-fi and stuff like that. You kind of see in some of the mythic stuff where I'm starting to make these own story and elements. But what I like to do is create that backdrop and then allow the customer to then create their own story using that. I've never really made, outside of like Best in Miniatures, this fully immersive like scene where I was totally there to make it, right? I've always made recreations of things, if you will, you know?
Mhm.
So I guess I suffer in that area. I'll work on it.
Yeah. Okay.
You got time. You got-
Now, how often do you take fan requests? Fan requests or like dioramas and stuff like that. Do you do that at all anymore, or is it? Or now you do your own thing.
I kind of do both. I will say Mythic was something that was thrown out there, you know, not to go back to the Kickstarter again, but like that was an idea from the community, right?
Go back to the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That link is into the chat, you guys.
You know, Trevor, 1/6 shooter, had mentioned it early on. I'm giving him credit for it. I don't know if he was really the guy, but you know, early on in Wall XD, you know, 2023, like that was thrown out there. It's a great idea. But yeah, like the playset or the playground at McDonald's, that's a great idea. Like I'm listening, guys. That's how Wall XD came to be. Like I'm listening to what you guys want. But when it comes to like commissions and stuff, I'm
Gentlemen's Club
strapped for time. Yeah, that's you know, that's an interesting one though.
Oh, but you gotta have the lights.
To the main stage
and lights.
That's
Subway.
missing from the city, right? You write that from the McDonald's, you got the towers, the apartments, the storefronts. There's got to be a gentleman's club somewhere.
Dude, when I was in New York, right? We were at New York just after NYCC. Literally, a block down from where we were staying at the hotel, there was a gentleman's club right there.
Oh yeah.
We never went to it, but it was right there.
Yep. Well, what about have you thought about a Subway? Not Subway sandwiches, but an actual Subway, like a New York City Subway.
I have commission wait list, and there's one out there for it, and that's the reason why I can't take on more, is because I have people that are years out, and I feel terrible about that, and they're willing to wait. But so I have some, and I want to get to those. I've actually recently built a train station similar to a Subway, so I've already started thinking about, and I have some designs that I can repurpose to get to that point. So it's not off the table. I would love to do it at some point.
Nice.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's see. I'm skipping over some of my questions because there's just way too many. But again, like that just means I have to bring you back one time. Or bring you back again. Now, what do you think about the diorama community on social media, like Instagram and YouTube? Because you have a YouTube. And it's fairly well. So what is your thoughts about the diorama community on social media?
I think it's a great thing. I think to me it's been very positive, which is shocking, right? Because you expect, especially when you're in a creative thing, like there's so much positivity. And what I've seen here lately is like everybody's sharing everything for everybody, right? There's tutorials from many folks that are doing it well, that teach you how to do it. If it's something you guys want to get into, people are a wealth of knowledge, and they're very generous with it, and they're nice about it. You know, there's always some people that aren't, right? But I think the diorama community is there. Like a lot of people are just happy to inspire and help people. That's their passion, right? It just happens to be dios, but people are nice. I like the diorama community a lot.
Okay. Now, are there any common misconceptions people have about creating dioramas?
You know, just like what you were saying, I think a lot of people think, oh, it is easy to get into, but it is not easy to make them all look good, right? It takes time and practice, research. There's all these things that have to happen. And I think, you know, I'm glad people want to jump into it, but they're not always easy to make, and they take time, right?
Yeah,
especially quality.
It's very, very true. Now, the next set of questions I have is conventions. So before we do that, I would like to get that giveaway going.
Yeah,
so if you don't,
good. Yeah, that means I can grab a drink real quick.
Yes, go grab a drink. I'll do this. I'm gonna supersize myself. We're gonna give away. Thank you to Savage Crucible. A Savage Crucible Royal Guard. This is the last Royal Guard I have from Savage, so thank you very much. They were kind enough to donate 8 figures in total, and we have one figure left, which will be given out on Tuesday from Savage, and that is all because of the Creator Crown Awards. I'm going to play a little video just for them before we bring up the hashtag for the giveaway.
Titan Toy Expo.
Join us in Nashville, Tennessee for the Creators Crown Awards. Over $5,000 in cash prizes. Different categories for submission including Best Diorama, Best Original 3D Sculpt, Best Custom Action Figure, and Best Action Figure Photography. Bring your submissions to this year's Titan Toy Expo, October 25th and 26th. Learn more about the event at CreatorsCrownAwards.com.
So now this is your chance right here to win a Royal Guard from Savage Crucible. And hashtag Savage in the chat. And then for the 20 new members and all the existing members, we're doing a giveaway on the members only as well tonight. It's going to be the Ghost Viper with Dyer. So good luck to everyone. Hashtag Savage.
Hashtag mute Kaiju Daddy.
He's out to lunch.
That's right. Did Kaiju get back?
I mean, if I delete Kaiju Daddy's response, hashtag Savage, it'll kick him out of the giveaway.
No, he has a phone. He can definitely be on this.
He just got home.
Just got home. There you go.
Good time.
He said McDonald's.
McDonald's.
He saw the diorama and he's like, I want some McDonald's.
He's like, ooh, I could go for a Big Mac. Yeah, well, Kaiju Daddy, you missed the whole discussion. We're working on a Dio McDonald's play place. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Oh man, ball pit and all.
Ball pit and everything. You get a Ronald McDonald sitting on a bench in the front.
Yeah, some syringes in the ball pit.
But I'm going to let that go for a little bit, and we'll keep asking some questions, and we'll put it in a few minutes.
Are some of you guys old enough to remember the 80s play place where it was just like sharp metal things that would kill a kid, but we all survived?
And it had that Big Mac, the Big Mac that you go up inside. Mayor McCheese, there you go.
Mayor McCheese, yeah, that thing was scary as fuck if you think about it nowadays.
Oh, and it was metal, and if you were in there in the summer, you'd burn.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. So hashtag Savage, guys. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna ask some more questions though. Let's see. I stopped at where? Where did I stop? Right here. So what do you see for the future of dioramas? Are there any trends or innovations you're excited about?
There were some announcements on, I don't know where they're coming from through my algorithm, but it looks to be a movement for stop motion and even movies going back to more tangible things. And I'm excited for that. I even saw, man, I don't want to say names here. There were leaders of our country holding up miniatures this week. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if I want to. Let's not get political, but there was right, and so miniatures are really hitting pop culture, and that's an exciting time for us builders, people that are miniature curious, interested in it. I think it's fun. I'm glad to see the industry, hopefully, going back more tangible. Right, it's different than all this CG stuff. Right, I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I hope people go back to it. Practical effects. Kind of like ACBA, right? Fully tangible. I think that'd be very cool to see stop motion and even movies go back that way, right? That also means I can grow as a business if that's the case, if I can prove myself to be that good.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what happens there.
I mean, I think you're doing a good job going towards that direction. So,
One of the bad things about movies nowadays, I mean, they're doing all this digital stuff, and at first it was artists that wanted to do this stuff. Now they're just getting the lowest bidder. That's why all these top comic book movies look like shit compared to ones from 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but AI is literally changing the landscape
That as
of
well.
everything right now.
That doesn't help.
Right.
Well, even
And
if you
they've
get
got
AI in there, get somebody that has the passion that's still going to make the story and all the elements
Yeah.
good, right? Versus just
Mhm.
okay, who's got the best bid? I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Agreed. Well, they've got these sound stages now, so like everything you're looking at, aside from the actual actor, and even sometimes not even the actor, everything is all digital behind them. There's no real, location, and you can tell in those movies, and it feels smaller. It doesn't.
you see the
feel real.
behind the scenes. Everybody's got green suits and everything behind them is green. I'm like, come on, how is this acting?
Right. Right.
If you look at that, watch that live, this dude looks like a complete fool. Like,
100%. It takes the life out of it. It really does. Movies just don't feel real when they do them that way.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that. Now I'm going to shift over to conventions, right? So you said Titans Toys is the first convention you're setting up at?
This year, let me
This
just
year.
backtrack in my mind. I've been to I did some local stuff at a couple breweries, but I don't think I've hit any cons. I've visited, but this will be my first table.
This is your first table.
Yeah, and Ish reached out to me at Joe Fest because I was at Joe Fest and I met him, and he asked me what I was doing for next year, and I was like, well, I'll definitely be at IshCon, and then he hit me up and was like, hey, this new one, because I think Titan Toy is new, right? This is the first year, right?
It's the first year, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just not putting two to two together that Savage Crucible is the Crown Awards. Is that right?
Well, it's not just them, but they're putting the most into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I really wanted to do a Dio, but once again, I don't have time, unfortunately. Which
you still got like 5 days. You good?
You're right. If I wasn't also prepping, I'm trying. Yeah, you're right. I may be able to squeeze it in. I got some help coming over this weekend.
Something.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Because I plan to submit. I'm planning to submit for the customs because I don't paint, but I kid bash like there's no tomorrow. So
we'll see. I was worried. Yeah. Did they end the entries, or can you can go all the way up to the day of?
I think it's till the day of. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I was thinking it ended. Okay.
The deadline's Monday, but you can if you miss Monday's deadline to do it online, you can. I guess it's first thing Saturday morning. Up to I think they said up to noon at the event on Saturday you can enter.
Oh, nice.
So if you miss online, you can do it in person.
Yeah, so I plan to do probably 5 or 6 customs to just drop in there.
There's no excuse for me then. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm planning to do a photograph, so we'll see what happens with that.
I might do one of those too, but it may not. I shall still try to do
it. Will that photograph take you back, Lou?
Do what now? I didn't hear you.
I said, will that photograph take you back?
Yes, as long as you look at this photograph.
Okay. Glad you got
now,
that.
Which was your first convention that you set up?
I'm deaf, man.
Or I guess, what was your first convention you've been to?
My very first one as Highschool Creations was one it's called it's Unicorn Con here in North Charleston, South Carolina, and it was just a local con, first time set up. But it was a bunch of stickers, and it really wasn't. There's no diorama scene here. There's really no action figure scene. Unfortunately, we got a few comic book shops, but it was different. And I haven't been back. Unfortunately, I would love to make a presence here in the community, but I'm gonna have to set time and set stakes to be able to do that. But yeah, that was my first one. I've been to DCon. As my Highschool Creations represent at DCon more than any other conference, Designer Con.
You said you're in South Carolina?
South Carolina, yeah.
I'm in North Carolina, but was it Retro Toy Con?
Retro Toy Con. I need to hit that up. That looks like a good time.
They're in South Carolina too.
Yeah, they are. They're up in Greer or right outside of Myrtle Beach. Oh, is that where it is?
Greenville.
I think it's in Greenville. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah.
I went last year. It was fun. A little compacted, but it was fun.
We're at North Carolina.
I'm in Raleigh.
I listened to all three of you guys are in the South, and none of you, I could tell that you were in the South.
Oh, I'm
really? South Carolina? Or I said Hutton earlier?
No, I didn't catch it.
Good. Because
yeah,
Mike, are you originally from down here?
Yeah, I was I was born in Charleston and then moved upstate to Hartsville, South Carolina, right outside of Darlington, where the raceway is. I had a thick country accent, I think, when I was in high school, and moving down to Charleston's really a mecca, like a melting pot of stuff. So like no one's from here really. Everybody's from Ohio or some other place. So
South Carolina's growing like crazy too, though, because it's cheap property and it's
Right.
It's not cheap in Charleston, but you're right. Everywhere else is pretty cheap. We had Volvo, Boeing. There's a bunch of places that's come in, and it's growing, dude. Like there's no trees left.
That's what I'm saying. Even Raleigh is like that too. This whole area is growing like there's no tomorrow. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I moved. I used to live in the DC area, and I moved away just to get more space and like less traffic. And now it's like this place is growing. I'm just like, man, I guess I'm going further south.
Yeah, we got lucky. We found a little suburb right outside of Charleston, so it's quiet. It's got everything we need. But if we need big city stuff, we can get to it pretty quick.
So. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Same here.
Sorry, Lou.
Try to stay as far away from the. I'm in Atlanta area, but I'm outside of Atlanta, so. But the traffic situation is hell everywhere here. So.
What side of Atlanta?
I'm only about. I'm what, northeast-ish? Yeah, northeast-ish of Atlanta.
Oh, we'll have to catch up at Joe Fest or something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm like, if you know where Toylanta is, I don't remember. We talked about that earlier. I'm 20 minutes away, if that.
Yeah, he's 20 minutes from Toylanta.
Yeah, I really like Toylanta. I like the setup. I like where it was. I like where we stayed. It was all within walking distance.
Right.
I'm definitely going to go again next year.
Yeah,
walking distance. Wow. Okay.
It's the new. That's a new. Well, it's new for Toylanta, that facility, and it's 10 times better than what they've ever had.
There was good food nearby. Like there was restaurants. They're chains, but they're decent chains, and so it made a good experience.
Yeah, Toylanta was
very accessible. Yeah. See, next time, all right. This is cool. I have to tell. I don't know if you guys know this. But if you guys come down for Toylanta next year, we'll take some time and I can show you the mall where they filmed Stranger Things. That's right there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
I didn't know that.
When I first moved to Georgia, that was like the mall, the place to be. And actually, I don't know. They're supposed to be demolishing it because it's been closed for a number of years.
I was just gonna say, malls are not a thing anymore.
Yeah, no. It went downhill quick. But it was. I took my buddy to go see it when we went out. He came down a few years ago, and it was empty, but it's still there. It's still up, and I don't know if they've demolished it yet, but I know they're in the process of it. But yeah, it's right around here. Pretty cool. Little claim to fame.
Now, just to get back on the topic on conventions. So Titans Toys is officially your first that you're going to be setting up as a booth. Now, are you planning to do more conventions in the future?
Yeah, I think again, this is where it goes to like time. Me and my wife are just always just shy late of getting into a conference. And so this year, now that, I'm full time, next year, we're going to line up all the conferences. We're going to be at Joe Fest, hopefully Toylanta. We're going to line them up, right? I'm going to be at Legion's Con right after, 2 weeks after.
Yeah, I'll see you there too. Yep.
Awesome.
I'll be there.
I'm in the hallway, but I'm also sharing a table with Chubsy. I don't know if that's legally allowed, but Chubsy's like, hey, come inside with me. We'll sell stuff there, and then I'll have the Wall XD displays.
You can share tables. I've seen people share tables at Legions.
So that's cool. But those would be the two big cons. I normally go to Decon, like I was saying, but Legions is too close, and I'm really liking what I'm hearing about Legions. I like the community aspect, the networking aspect, so I'm excited for Legions as well as Titan Toys.
It's a fun convention. Legions is a really fun con. Again, it's very collector focused, right? So, and you find all walks of life there, right? It's not just mythic legions or cosmic legions. You'll find people selling everything, which is always fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait.
And a lot of those people also collect everything else, so which makes it even better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun show. I went last year as well, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a blast talking, and then a lot of people showed up too. So, and then the amount of art you see is just amazing. Like, so there's some very talented people out there.
For sure.
Now, what are some? So you mentioned Legions and Toylandia, but what are some of the other cons you are hoping to set up at?
Well, so there is Retro Toy Con, which we missed out on.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get in that next year. I do want to hit up some local conferences like the Unicorn Con here again next year. Joe Fest I want to get into. Toyland I want to get into. I'm definitely going to, if the experience is good that I hear Legions, I'm going back to Legions, and I'm ditching probably Decon unless something crazy happens. If Titan Toy Expo happens again next year, going to be there. IshCon I'm hoping to get invited to again, or not again, but he's already asked me once. I definitely want to go there next year. And I think it's going to round out the roster unless some come in. But those are the big ones for me, especially Joe Fest and Toylanta. Like those are so close. There's no reason not to do those.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now you've said you set up at like shops and stuff where you're selling stuff in person. So how is it different for you to sell? So some of the custom work you do in person or versus online?
Well, the biggest thing about selling diodes is those connections. I said that earlier, and selling at it, there's no other way to do it. That interaction, the wow you see on people's faces, or like people like your High School Creations. I'm like, yeah, and they follow you. Like it's a weird sensation to then hear that or find your inspiration and talking with those people, meeting with those people, shaking their hands and just talking shop like that. I don't get that every day. I'm in a shop by myself, me and my wife, like just knocking shit out. To be able to go to a con and like see people face to face and talk about these things, like there's no other experience. And I'm not really selling. I'm most of the time giving stuff away. I should have told you guys because I just love doing this, right? And I love making these connections.
You gotta find a person who sells for you then, because again, you're a business. You gotta make money. That's how it works.
Yeah. I think you pay it forward first, and then the passion, all those things, people are going to just love it and come in. But
I agree with what you're saying. Again,
if you ever want a reviewer to have your backdrop on all of his reviews, I know a guy.
He's volunteering. You got to volunteer right there.
Let me ask, how have you seen a lot, and what's your feeling on seeing creators take photographers? Let's say photographers take your dioramas, your equipment, your backdrops, and seeing those pictures come to life with these guys. How does that feel?
It is the coolest thing ever because they don't need to tag me. They don't need to tag me in these things. But when I'm scrolling through and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, oh shit, that's Wall XD. Whether it's just a little glimpse of one or not, like I'm gonna like it, share it, repost. Sometimes people will tag me, and I want you guys to know I don't want you to do that. I just geek out the fact that hey, there's a Wall XD there, and I just happen to be scrolling through. And what the coolest thing is like I'm seeing it more and more. Maybe that's the freaking meta algorithm, whatever. But it's really cool to see that the creation, the whole reason for it is to make those connections and allow people to be able to build something very quick and use these things. They're actually being used. It's a great thing, and I love seeing it.
So and that's typically what I'll do is tag. If I've got somebody's piece in that picture, I'll tag them in it. It's just so that they know, hey, look, I love this. I'm using this. These fit wonderfully, and thanks to you, there we go. That's the thing that I like to do. So
yeah, the public interactions are killer. I will be honest with you, like I go into the shell. Like once I come out of a con, I will go into a shell for a little while, right? It can't be too much after so many days, but I do love it. Like there's no other way around it. Like, and I go to cons to make those connections. To me, I sell e-commerce. That's the best way to sell. People can find me. Going to cons is to shake people's hands. It's kissing people's hands and shaking babies, right? It's meeting the community at a con for me. The plus is if someone wants to buy something from me, they can, right? For me, it's meeting the people that have been buying the things from me.
Yeah, I mean that's the best thing about the conventions, dude. I go to conventions for networking. That's where I usually go for it, and it's like you said, shaking babies and kissing hands.
No, the cosplayers are what gets shook by Abby.
Yeah, cosplayers I do enjoy as well, but that's mostly the bigger conventions, not the smaller ones. They don't have cosplayers. So, but it's always fun going and just chit chatting with people. Again, like one of the biggest things is I love nerding out, having fun, right? And talking to people about collecting toys and whatever else they collect and what they're into, and it's just you learn so much about people, and then you kind of get an idea of like what their mindset is and how their collection is, and it's just really cool to go through. That's why that's why I love talking to people in general. Like Ish always gets me to show up. Like Ish does a lot of different shows. Like he'll show up as a vendor at different like GalaxyCon and stuff, and he'll put me on a booth by myself or with another person. He's like, "You're my sales guy," because I will bring people to like they're walking and I'll be like, "Hey, come over here, check this out. Come talk to me about toys. Come talk to me about this." And it's always fun just talking to people and learning about them. And the amount of people you just meet just talking about random shit is just crazy. It is just absurd.
For sure.
Especially
it is fun to go into rabbit holes about just nothing, right?
Exactly.
It is fun.
You just get lost, and it's a blast. And just these people, like a lot of people, like I was selling Sparrow toys at Ish's booth one of the years, and people would just look at it and then walk away, look at it and walk away. So we ended up opening one. I was like, "Hey, play with it."
Mm-hmm.
Like don't just look at it, play with, touch it, feel it,
right?
Like see how it articulates, and like, and that's when yes,
take it out of the box. And
it was regular people, not cosplayers. So,
but you're right. You're right. You've got a couple people at a booth like that. You take it out of the box and mess around with it. People start gathering around, and they want to see exactly, touch it, feel it,
exactly,
eat it.
Lick it, taste it.
So I mean that's.
I mean you can. I mean if you want. Smell
it, taste it, all that good stuff. But exactly like my fake voice is saying, like seeing the people's faces light up. It's a good feeling, man. Like it's fun, and it's just again nerding out. Like you'll see people who are not into toys like stop and look. Like, what is this? And you'll talk to them, and then they'll go back to like 1980s and like talk about a toy that they loved and all this other stuff. And it's a fun audience to just talk to like non-collectors and also collectors.
My Fig Voice stand has been a permanent part of my display when I do reviews since I picked it up.
Yep.
Awesome. But that was honestly all my questions for you, and I still have to do a giveaway, so let me bring that back up. You did great, Mike. Did you enter the giveaway though? That's my question.
I did.
Good.
That was allowed, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to figure out how to bring it back up. There's the button. Hashtag Savage Crucible, guys. You will get a chance to win a royal card from Savage. And thank you, Savage Crucible, for this figure. And then for the members, and again, Mike, thank you very much for donating all those members. Stick around for the after show. We'll go after the show ends, about 15 minutes later, 15 minutes. We're gonna give away a I keep forgetting his name, Ghost Viper, Cobra, Ghost Viper, and Dire. That's like the translucent wolf thingy, dude. And
yes,
you know what I'm talking about. We'll be giving one of those away, and then maybe we'll do an extra. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But hashtag Savage, and I'll pull it in like a minute. Or like 30 seconds. Or now. I don't know.
Do it now.
I'll do it now. F it. Good luck, guys. Whoever entered, and it is claimed, so you got to be here. Good luck.
Wow, we're going fast.
You can't be eating lunch and be able to claim it.
Put down your Big Mac.
Menjoza.
Congratulations,
man. And Menjoza, I'm assuming you're still here.
I just saw him. Yeah, he's here.
I'm writing your name down. Congratulations. It's getting put on this. And I think you won recently, so...
Yep, there he is in the chat.
There he is. We got him. We got you.
And I think you did win recently. I'm pretty sure your name. I remember your name come up.
Second
So
win.
Yeah, he was posting.
congratulations. Did you
What a
didn't
bunch
enter?
Bullshit. No, I didn't enter because I don't collect them. I'm not going to take it from somebody that
You didn't enter. But
I know.
congratulations.
I don't collect them.
You should collect them. It's better than the Transformers stuff you collect.
You'd enjoy the Savage Crucibles, man. They're fun. They're fun.
The kaiju, that shouldn't have counted. Respin. We don't respin on people winning back to back. It's okay. Again, Mike, thank you very much, man. This was a lot of fun. We do have to get you back. And again, guys, the link for the pre Kickstarter.
It's a mailing list, basically, guys. It's unintentional spam, but it's full of information about the Kickstarter. It comes out in a couple different emails, and then what that'll also do is add you to an automation where you get an email the day before the launch and when we launch. So it's information to keep you up to date on the Kickstarter.
Awesome, and that's pinned in the chat, so you guys make sure to click that. And again, take a look out for that Kickstarter. It goes live hopefully next Friday.
Yep. Right now, don't see any reason why it won't. So yeah, it goes live next Friday at 3 p.m.
And then not only is he going to have the new Mythic, set, but he's going to also have the original set, the Wall XD, right?
Yep. We'll be reoffering in a bundle set. Well, there's expansions as in the stretch goals, but we'll be reoffering everything that's been released, the wall, the corner, the accessories, and the roll-up door as a bundle set. It's going to be limited, but it's going to be offered at a crazy baseline price, and then you'll be able to buy things a la carte. Like if you just want scalable walls, you can buy walls by themselves at a new price. So that's just so you can scale them up. So there's going to be a lot of offerings on the old stuff and the new stuff. Hopefully that people will find attractive.
That's awesome. Yep.
Dude, I'm excited to meet you at Titans Toys, to be honest with you.
Me too.
Maybe what we could do is I'll be doing my hopefully live at 7:00. You could come walk with me and we'll talk shop and we'll talk toys at different booths if you're interested.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that.
If you've already set it up, right? So then we could just walk around and just talk all the fun stuff about toys, and then you could talk about maybe even get ideas of what you want to do next.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. Again, Mike, thank you very much for jumping on this, man. We have to bring you back, though, I feel like, because I skipped over like about 20 questions just to end this on time, but that's on me. I try to over-prepare for shows, and that does show a lot. But any last shout-outs?
No, just follow me, Highschool Creations, aka Diabolic Studios LLC, launching the Kickstarter next Friday for the next iteration of Wall XD, Mythic XD, and we'll see you guys at Titan Toys Expo and then Legions Con in November.
Awesome. And is Legions your last show for the year?
That's the last scheduled show. I may pop in a few other places. We'll see. But it's the last one that I'm currently tracking. Who knows?
Got you. All right. Talib, closeout shout-outs?
You can follow me at Talib1980 Collect. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch my stuff, please. Also, you can look me up on Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, Twitch, all at the same name, Talib1980_collects. Do 2 reviews a week and go live sometimes. And then I'm on Figure Fight Club Monday nights, Decepticast, Transformers only. Well, it's pretty much focused Transformers, but that's at 10:15 every Monday, and then Tuesday on here for open mic night 8 p.m. and Friday nights at 9 p.m.
The best part is like I don't even have to plug anything because he's doing it all for me. I love it. Lou, how about you?
You can find me LucidaBase3 on Instagram. Do photography. Maybe I'll have some Wall XD stuff out there pretty soon. We'll see what happens. I will at some point very soon. I am shilling, isn't it? It's shit, isn't it?
Shilling it easy, man.
All the great YouTubers shill. They try to hide it, but they all shill.
Dude, everyone shills for everyone.
But anyway, yeah, we all do. I mean, we love what we love, and we want to talk about it. That's what we're doing.
Right.
So anyway, you can find me at Instagram taking pictures of stuff. You can find me here on Figure Fight Club Tuesday nights, Friday nights, but not on Decepticast because for some reason Talon doesn't want me there anymore.
You was a guest
So,
star.
but never. Yeah.
You're a
He's got
mod,
nothing
you
but
can mod
Transformers
that.
in his background.
I know.
It was done on purpose.
Oh, okay.
We had-
Okay, that makes sense.
We had an
Tyler,
audition. We had an audition. He didn't make the cut,
I did. I missed
but
it.
somehow he got
Yeah.
on the main show, so we're good.
Persistence.
But
Yeah.
well, again, thank you again, Mike, for jumping on. It is Figure Fight Club. This is we're edging towards 2,000. I think we're so close to 1,700 right now. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and get us to 2,000 by December 5th because we're gonna have a monstrous giveaway party. It's gonna be the second one that we do this year. So it's gonna be fun. And you guys know how I do because I buy way too fucking much. So I give a lot of that away. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to share, tell everyone to follow and to subscribe, and let's hit that 2,000 goal by December 5th so we could have that party. And then we'll see you on members only. To the members, thank you very much. And to the chat, the replay squad, you guys are what make this show. This show is a lot based on people, like other people, right? That's why Fridays is we bring in a guest and talk about them, and then open mic night on Tuesdays is, again, it's an open mic night. It's an open call to anyone to jump in, join, talk toys with us. And then Mondays, of course, Decepticast, which, Talib just wants to talk about Transformers. And I'm sleeping in the background.
Hey, it's a fun show.
It is. The parts I see of it, yes. But again, Mike, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting with you at Titans Toys and then also at Legion's Con.
Yeah.
And you said you're going to be with at Legion's Con, you're going to be with Chubsy Wubsy, right? Chubsy Wubsy?
Yep, gotta be with Chubsy.
That's awesome. I was at his store last time I went to Legion's Con, so that was a lot of fun.
He's such a great guy. He's so
Yeah.
cool. Like, he calls me once in a while just to talk about ideas and stuff like that. He's a cool guy, man. I've never met him in person, so it's been the first time meeting a lot of those people. So I'm really looking forward to Legions and Titan Toys.
There'll be a lot
Hanging
of
out with
connections.
people, man.
In Titans and Legions, you're going to make a lot of connections. Make sure to grab photos and business cards if they have them, or stickers, because they'll probably have stickers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll have plenty of stickers too, guys. I got swag to hand out for this campaign, so
There
come
you go.
by. Yeah, come by.
And don't forget at Titans Toys, there's going to be some poker chips there, not just from Ish, because he's got Titan Toys, Titan Toy Expo poker chips, but there'll be some others as well from a lot of the other vendors. Just keep that in mind. Then I will bring some poker chips as well to give out to people. So looking forward to that, and it's a week away. It's crazy, but it's the last stretch of the convention season, and then I get to take off for 2 months. I'm kind of looking forward to taking it off for 2 months, to be honest.
There you go.
But again, thank you guys, thank you, Mike, and members. We'll see you in about 15-20 minutes. Peace out.
Hey, Dr. Look!
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.